Yeah, and that's when Kat totally tied that naked dude up to the bed.
No.
Oh shit, we're on. Hey.
Yes. Hi, everybody.
Yeah, that's a story Kat will have to share on her own. Probably not on this channel. Welcome, everybody, to Basilica of the Cudgel. I'm Kevin Hitt. I am your dungeon master for today's festivities. I am graced and blessed to be joined by, well, 4 of the 5 people that should be here today. I think Kevin, i.e., a.k.a. Frederick, is running just a little late, but he should be here. But I'm glad that you guys are here with us. And we have an exciting story to tell you today, and we'll kind of go over it a little bit so that if you're here for the first time and you're checking things out, just kind of, hitting category D&D and floating around, we'd love for you to stay and hang out with us today. But let's go ahead and introduce the players who truly are role-playing gods and goddesses. And we're going to go ahead and, again, once we start the game, I call them by their in-game names. It's just how I warm up and get ready. So we are going to start our introductions with Birdsong. Birdie.
Hi, I'm Kat. I'm at Cleric of Court. I am playing Birdsong Periwinkle, a halfling paladin, Oath of the Ancients, who is all about joy and life and making sure others feel that joy in life and laughter, and if she has to kill you to do it, she will.
There it is.
And she's done so.
There it is.
That, but she'll hit you with a beer mug as well. Next, we have, some call him Tim. Tim, tell us about the bunny.
Hey, I'm Tim at Anonmoth on all the interwebs, and I'm playing Jerome, the conjuration wizard who just likes, to get people wet and kiss people by blighting them and other things. It's all fine. Everything is fine.
Yeah, wait till you see what Jerome did, and we'll ask you if that's fine. And welcome back. We're so glad to have you with us this week. This is exciting. It's Kurjava. Tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm at Debauchery. Last month, I got a double ear infection, sinusitis, pneumonia.
Yes, all the things.
Ribs, and broke
Cleric,
three
heal
toes.
of hands.
WebMD, going to die. If you look at all those.
With hand, laying on hands.
Don't get WebMD then.
I'm a cat.
I love it. Oh my gosh. Well, we're really glad to have you this week. It's super. We're glad that you're well enough to play. So appreciate you coming out today. And then the man, the myth, the legend, the guy that would rather talk his way out, which is who we need more of in real life today.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, which do we need more of real life today? Kaladin, welcome.
I know, that's right. Hey, everybody. I'm Eugenio, sometimes known as your friendly neighborhood dungeon master, DM Jazzy Hands, and I play Kaladin, the human cleric of Rao, who just is about at his wit's end, although, to be completely honest, he's not sure who exactly he's at its wit's end with, this cult of Asmodeus or Jerome. So... we'll see.
We know
now.
We know which one.
I mean, we do. I was trying not to call you out instantly.
No. Fire at will.
Yeah. First priority, though, while we start today, is to make sure that his 2 friends who are still paralyzed and floating in the water get fixed. So he will be able to put off his wrath for Jerome a little while, a few rounds, while he tries to help them out.
Oh gosh! And once again, we have Frederick the Dwarf Bard, whose accent we try to do but butcher it every time, so I'll just leave it here. But Kev, you can find him at, what is that? K Cueto
VA, yeah.
All right, and so hopefully, like you said, he's just running a little late, but he'll be here a little later. And quite frankly, he's just a log in water, so we'll see how he role plays that. He's going to be very stiff and very quiet. Okay. So, does anybody want to take the reins and do a recap, or how we want to do this? I can do it. You can do it.
Looks like it's me.
No, not all at once,
So,
everybody.
Well,
we got on a boat. Well, we had
did.
to.
We had a boat.
We had a boat. It was interesting. We made maybe friends, probably not. But nobody got thrown overboard, so it was all good. We sailed across the channel for a week. We landed on the coast to get on our way to Greyhawk to deliver a message for Camden, who is in the process of dying with everybody else back at the fort. And we have to deliver a message to the Temple of St. Cuthbert. On the way, we docked. We got into a little town. It's a little halfling town, not the one that Bertie is from, though. But we heard immediately pretty much horrible tales about dark hooded figures and people disappearing and bad things happening, and people making evil signs. And it turns out that a cult of Asmodeus has moved in. And the sweet little red-haired halfling barmaid, where we stopped to get some dinner, is actually the leader of the cult. So we've shut down the tavern, kicked everybody out, and we're now fighting her and her little friends. And in the middle of, at the start of the fight, Kirjava became a saber-toothed tiger. During the fight, Arna, our black dragonborn fighter, ended up held, cursed, and something else.
She got a little messed up.
She got everything.
Yeah, we did have the leader tied up in a chair. We did have Robbie tied up in a chair upstairs. We left her alone with Jerome, which was a real mistake. And just before we ended the session, a tidal wave from Jerome came crashing down the stairs, trying to drown us all. And Frederick the Bard is now doing his best dwarf impersonation of a sawed log floating on the waves.
Can I just point out, though, all of this, we just wanted food. All of this started because we wanted to have something to eat.
No, all of this started because you guys are paranoid and started casting spells everywhere inside this tavern. And then
Also bad.
just luckily found that.
Also, you guys, excuse me. Who cast the spell? Oh no, this way.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
It was one ritual spell. One.
10 minutes of casting and you think nobody's going to notice? Sorry, that should have been.
I was just reading
10 minutes of casting, you think nobody's going to notice?
No one noticed before. They were all distracted. They were all distracted by Frederick.
In chat, this is how the party fights. Like, this is how their team fights go when they're taking on people. It's basically them bitching at each other. They bitch at each other and kill things. Like, that is the perfect way to describe these guys. So here's where we are, folks. Right now, our heroes are in the city of Elmshire. They are in a tavern where, again, as Birdsong said, the leader of a small cult of Asmodeus has taken refuge, I guess. And luckily, by casting a spell, they found a very evil weapon attached to a young lady that was serving them, who happened to be the owner's daughter. Well, after they tied her up, she sent a message, and now all of her little playmates have come crashing through the door, and right now it doesn't look good for our heroes. We've got Jerome is pinned to the ground by one of the acolytes that's on top of him with a dagger. You've got Robbie, the leader of the cult, now free of her bonds, and another one of her acolytes staring downstairs and then looking at Jerome. Kaladin is on the stairs with one of the acolytes directly in front of him. What is he going to do? Is he going to attack the acolyte, rush up the stairs, maybe get hacked from behind? He's got some decisions to make. And then once again, Frederick's decision to make is whether or not he still wants to be a log in the middle of the water. And then we've got Arna, who, if they don't free her quickly, this battle could turn very ugly for them. So, They've got a lot of decisions to make. And so let's take you now back to this tavern where, Cal, it is your turn. And now you've seen this water, this big wall of water take everybody down the stairs but you and an acolyte. And you know for a fact there's Robbie and 2 others upstairs with Tim. What do you do?
Oh boy. All right. So I curse Rome under my breath and then decide to deal with it later. All right. So besides the acolyte that's next to me, the rest of the acolytes are where?
They are prone down the stairs with Birdie, Frederick. Kurjava is still a saber-tooth and not prone.
Great. Okay, so I'm going to, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my little amulet of Rao and turn so that everybody down here can see me, and I'm going to channel divinity and use Order's Demand to attempt to charm all of the acolytes that are downstairs, so they all need to make wisdom saving throws, please.
Okay, and what shall they try to make?
They shall head for a DC 17.
All right, so just again, full disclosure, as clerics, you know wisdom is their thing,
Of
so
course,
to speak.
of course.
So we're looking at...
Right, it's unfortunately
one-
also what most of my spells do, so.
Yeah, right, cleric be cleric.
Yeah.
So we've got 2 of them are at a +2, and 1 of them is at a +1. All right?
Okay,
So
not too bad,
we're going.
not too bad, not too bad.
19, 20, and a 10.
All right. Well, the 10, whoever got the 10, is charmed by me until the end of my next turn. And also, if they are holding anything, a magical focus or a weapon of any sort, I'm going to encourage them. I'm going to make them drop it and hope that there's enough water pressure to still for it to be swept away.
Okay, so I'm going to roll a d6. A 1 or a 2 is the person in front of you. A 3 or
Would be
4 is
particularly
the
helpful.
person next closest. 5 and 6, the farthest away.
Sounds good.
And it's a 2. You have
All
charmed
right.
the person directly in front of you. What
All
do you
right,
do?
So we're buddies. He drops whatever he's holding.
Okay, she,
and I'm
the halfling
she.
drops her mace.
Great. So she drops her mace, and I just say, "Oh, I'm so glad that you're here. Would you cover my back for a moment?" And then, before running up the stairs, I am going to use Embodiment of Law to cast Bless as a bonus action at 2nd level, so that all 4 of us who are downstairs get blessed.
Okay.
Because
And
God knows they could use all the help they can get on their saving throws.
do you think Jerome should roll a saving throw because God's pissed at him? For knocking everybody down? All right. All right,
Anyway.
so everybody... Cleric
So
spell-
Birdie, Kurjava, Frederick, and myself have +1d4 to attack rolls and saving throws.
Outstanding, because you've cast it at 2nd level.
2nd level,
Okay.
yes, which allows me to get 4 folks. And then I'm going to say, "Be a dear. Oh, darling, would you just watch my back for a minute?" And I'm going to head upstairs.
Okay, so
Now she's
upstairs
only
you-
charmed. She's only
Right.
charmed until the end of my next turn. So
Okay, so you can move upstairs. It'll be 10 feet to the top.
great.
But you notice while you are turning and going upstairs, there is an acolyte right standing at the base of the staircase upstairs, and she
Yeah.
is looking at you, mace in hand.
All right. Well, I'll come have a chat. I don't know. You know what? Okay. Can I see beyond her, past her, into the room where we had the leader, though?
It depends on how far up the stairs. Are you going to get?
Oh,
within
I mean, I'm
5
gonna
feet?
go. Oh yeah.
Okay, so
I'm
you
going,
get within
yeah.
5 feet of her, and so you can see. I mean, imagine if you will, like you could peek your head, you could look, past the frame of the doorway.
Sure.
You absolutely see a scene that is just you are actually fretting at this point, seeing Jerome is on the ground with an acolyte pinning him to the ground with a dagger to his throat. Robbie is just at the end of taking off restraints and turns and eyeballs you with a smile.
Hell.
Her other acolyte,
Yeah, no, I mean...
looking at Robbie, trying to take directions.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta keep going into that room. I gotta try and get past that acolyte, even if it means she gets a swing at me.
Yep. All right, so let's
I'm gonna
do
go as far
this.
as I can into the room. As
Okay,
close to
so-
Robbie as I can.
Okay, so you're gonna be able to. Let me see here. What's your strength, Cal?
9.
Oh, okay. Let me ask you this. Because of the upward slope of you trying to go up and not just through, I would ask you to make an athletics check at this point.
Sure. What could possibly go
tell me-
wrong? Athletics or acrobatics? Sorry, what did you say?
Whichever you feel, whatever is best for you.
Well, by all means. Acrobatics it is. Well, that's a 6. Starting strong today, folks.
Do you have luck or any of that, like Jerome said?
Sure
or
do
no?
not. I sure do not. That's okay.
All right,
That's all right. That's what happens. So I trip up the stairs.
So, I mean, it's not terrible. Meaning, you go up the stairs, and simply put, the acolyte just kind of shuffles to the side, puts her shoulder on the side of the wall, and you're just not able to get up. You can't get past the acolyte.
Totally.
But the acolyte also doesn't take a swing at you because
Sure,
she's
so I'm-
using. Yeah, you're just
Great.
yeah, exactly. Bobbing and weaving, trying to get up the stairs.
Got
All
it.
right. And now it is Robbie's turn. And Robbie, Jerome, you're pinned. But you're still looking around, trying to find ways to get out and see what to do. And you see, Robbie's got a huge smile on her face at this point. And but she's wet. Her hair's kind of matted down. She's kind of pushing her hair back. And we are going to look at one thing here. And, all right, this could work. All right. What if she casts Water Walk? That'd be funny. She casts Spirit Guardians. And the Spirit Guardians are going to be at the top of... Go ahead.
I haven't used my reaction this round, have I?
I am not sure.
In that
I am not
case,
sure.
counter spell.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. You've got a person on top of you with a knife.
Yeah.
I think it would be fair for you to roll a concentration type check. Whatever, for you it would be intelligence, I think.
Okay.
So give me a DC 13 roll, and if you make that roll, counterspell works.
Okay.
Dude, you got a person on top of you.
I am going to use luck.
All right. Once again.
This was this a straight check, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
No,
So
no, no. I got
again,
a 7.
all right. Well, again,
I remember
you've got
luck.
a person. You got a person on top of you with a knife, so it's very hard to be wiggling and counterspelling and doing all these things. And so, Spirit Guardians gets cast at the very top of the steps, and just so that you guys, so we can tell our friends at home, if you are evil, so there's a fiendish kind of apparition that appears, and what happens is anybody within 15 feet of them, your speed is halved, and if you enter the area for the first time or starts its turn in there, you must make a wisdom saving throw. If you fail, you take 3d8 radiant, 3d8 necrotic. And on a successful save, you take half. So right now, Cal, you are not in the zone, but you see the zone appear. And you understand completely what this is. You have seen this spell before. So Robbie casts this spell, whispers something to the other acolyte, and Robbie goes to the top of the stairs where her spirit guardians are and is now peering down at you, Kaladin, with black pupils. I mean, she's turned. You can tell that something physically has changed in her face. And Jerome, the other acolyte now walks over to you and is going to attack you by kicking you in the head. She's going to try to knock you unconscious.
Okay.
So she's going to kick you twice. I believe she gets advantage because you're prone.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a 13.
That is my AC.
13 on the first one. And a 19 on the second one.
That definitely both hit.
We're going to do, I believe kicking damage is a D4.
Yeah.
Jazzy, is there a rule that you know of about knocking players unconscious?
Yeah,
Do
you
you
can.
have-
So any melee attack that you do, if you deal damage, you can choose to make it non-lethal to knock them out rather than kill them, but it has to be a melee weapon attack.
Oh.
So
Well,
you
then
can
we're
kick
gonna
them, or kicking and punching. That's also fine.
Okay. So, yeah, she's going to use her boot. So she
Okay.
kicks and she scores twice. But we have to knock his total hit points to 0 in order for him to be unconscious. You are going to take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points of non-lethal.
That's fine. I'm still in temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kaladin.
Yep. All right, and that is going to take us to the top of the order once again. Yes, we'll take that to the top of the order once again, where, if my notes are correct, I have Arna as a 21.
Right. Well, Arna is still under hold person, I believe, or has
She
that
is.
spell dropped? Okay, so all she can do is make a wisdom save, I believe.
Let me, Bertie, you bring
What's
up a
the
very
save on-
good point. Let me see if the felled acolyte loses concentration on Arna. I think that, so I'm going to go ahead and roll. And on a natural 1, she absolutely loses concentration. And Arna kind of shakes out of it now. I mean, you got hit by a tidal wave,
Okay.
dude. You're on the floor. So,
Arna stands up, and we now have
Yep.
a wet-pissed dragonborn. So let's see now. What's the closest target to her?
all right. Well, first of all, Frederick, welcome. We're right in the middle of the battle. We haven't even picked up to your turn, so you haven't missed much other than Robbie casting Spirit Guardians and Kaladin not being able to get past one of the acolytes upstairs. Arna has been unheld due to a failed concentration check by the acolyte that Jerome knocked down the stairs with the tidal wave. So that's where we're at. And the nearest target, Birdie. So Arna sees 2 acolytes on the ground. They are prone. Sees Frederick, again, as a log going in the water to the mill. And Kurjava as the saber-toothed tiger, obviously getting ready to pounce on one of these things. So only 20 feet away. So actually,
well, then
exactly
she's going to
30
go up.
feet. Yeah.
She is going to go up then to the closest acolyte down on the ground, and with advantage attack them with her mace of
Repeatedly
destruction.
until they're pulp. All right.
Yeah. So let's see. Oh, I gotta. Right, +9. Okay. Sorry,
That's a lot.
that's a lot.
That's a +17 on this attack roll.
So that's a 23 to hit. I'm going to
Yeah.
assume it does.
Absolutely. That's a smash.
And the these are not considered fiend or undead, though. Is that correct?
They are halflings.
Okay. D6 plus 5. Oops, I keep clicking the wrong window. So that's 9 points bludgeoning to that one, and then she's going to hit it again.
Is there if I remember right, Arna has something where if the person is under half hit points, we have to roll a save or something?
No, that's only
That's
if they are a fiend. Yeah, if they're fiend or undead.
Got it. Understood. Okay. Got it.
Yep, so she's going to attack again.
And is this with the sword, correct? Oh,
That's a natural 20. No, this is her Mace of Disruption.
Oh, God. Okay. I'm going to roll the homebrew damage dice. You either get to add one more dice to the roll, times it by 2, or times it by 3. And here we go. Add one more dice to the roll. So if it's,
okay, so normally it would be...
Go ahead.
Normally it's 1d6, so I'm rolling 2d6, correct?
That's it. You get 2d6 plus your modifier.
Oh, so that's another 9, a bludgeoning.
Okay, well, we'll put it like this. As the pissed off Dragonborn, finally unheld, finally uncursed, turns around with an absolute battle cry that you guys have heard before of just pure madness. Arna sprints across the tavern, and with her hand on her mace, the first strike hits the acolyte in the back, and you see her kind of just turn into like a cat pose. And then as the acolyte turns and looks, Arna's last hit strikes the acolyte in the face, turning it into half of a face, killing the acolyte all the way to the ground, lying motionless. Now
she just turns.
Flowing.
Yeah, she turns, and the mace is now dripping, and it is dripping directly onto the face of the other halfling laying there.
Yeah, with
She
water and blood.
Yeah. Smile at them, and
oh God,
that's her turn.
You have killed Georgia. Or Georgia.
The floor has Georgia on it. No, Georgia.
Kurjava, you've watched the Dragonborn angrily sprint. She kills one of the halflings. There's still, if I'm not mistaken, one more halfling down there in a black robe. She's prone, trying to stand up.
Do I have to run up to her?
She's right in front of you, baby. You can take 2 menacing steps and you're on top of her. I love it.
Just snort in her face.
Death
get on
coming.
the hind legs.
Okay.
Just pounce. And I will claw her.
Okay. Roll. With advantage, please.
Oh, shit. Plus I get the blessing.
Yes, you get a D4.
So, give me just a sec.
So right now, you see this saber-toothed tiger take 2 menacing steps, kind of snort angrily in front of this halfling, rises up on both hind legs, and comes crashing down on this halfling.
Sorry, it's...
You're okay.
But the fantasy ground is really laggy.
Yeah.
No worries. Let's see.
If someone's willing to roll my actual attack, because it's not...
All right, I will roll for you. And
it's a +6 to attack.
Okay, so I rolled a 13. So that means you have a 19. And a 19 definitely hits this person on the ground. What's the damage for this? The damage for the swipe, is it a D8? Like D8 plus 3 or something? Or what is it?
D4, no?
No, I think it's bigger than that. I think it's a D6.
The claw attack is 2d6 plus 5.
Okay.
Oh, man. All right, so do you have it? Go ahead, Kurjava. You want to roll for that? And you can roll at home as well. We trust you. There you go. That works. The dice roller.
Six, 7.
All right. 7 plus, what was the modifier?
5.
All right, so you're going to do 11 you're going to do 12 points of damage.
Yeah.
All right, so you see the Sabretooth again walks over, just knowing she's going to kick the shit out of this acolyte, raises up, both feet, comes down, and swipes the acolyte across the back of her neck, hitting the jugular, and blood starts just kind of spouting out of the side of the neck. And you hear this gurgling sound, gurgle, and she hits the deck, just twitching, kind of in the throes of death, with this big-ass cat on top of her. Do you wish to move any further? You have about 20 more feet of distance if you could.
Who's the closest party member to me?
Frederick the Log.
And Arna. Arna's right next to
And
you.
Arna, yes.
I should probably protect Frederick.
All right. So you go into a kind of protective stance, right? Like, get a little wider, get a little bigger. You're looking, you're trying to sense and see if there's any more threats. Trying to protect the party member that at this point can't protect themselves. So
Yeah.
that's going to bring us, I believe, to Jerome, who is at who's at an 18 for
Aye.
initiative.
You're right there, my love.
Okay. Oh, Jerome. Jerome.
Aye.
Let me. You know what? I'm gonna.
Hang on.
Oh,
Aye. You're right.
Marty's gonna have some talks with you after this fucking.
And just so you know, Jerome,
Yar.
charisma of 13 on this one. That's on top of you.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
Not terribly bad looking. Pretty good.
Right. So, first question first. Do I have to take damage from Spirit Guardians?
You are not inside the Spirit Guardian zone.
Okay.
You're
That
like,
is helpful.
no joke, you're like 1 foot outside of the zone.
And it's just the cleric in the room pinning me down.
And there's another one assisting at this point.
Okay.
That's kicking you in the face and stepping on your arms and doing all sorts of fun things.
Right. I'm going to do something stupid.
Oh, that's new.
No shit.
Right. So
The hell
I think, if we remember this rightly, Caroline was outside, yes?
Yes.
Right. Is there a window to this room?
No,
Oh.
this is more of a foyer type hallway area, and the rooms are further down. There are no windows.
Okay. Next plan. Okay. I'm going to.
Whew.
Bugger. Right. Benign transposition, which lets me teleport up to 30 feet. Right? And that would be my action. So
Okay,
I'm going to effectively teleport from the ground up against one of the walls. So I'm then not pinned to the ground.
Okay, work with me here.
Okay.
You're going to attempt to cast a spell, right, with a person that's on
It's
top
not a spell.
of you.
It's not a spell. It's an action.
is
It's
it?
part of being a conjuration wizard.
It's an
Okay.
ability.
It's an ability.
Okay. So it's like an innate ability.
Yep.
Okay. So, I mean, it's just like blinking your eye. So it's something that you can just do. Okay. Fair enough. I just wanted to make sure that,
Yeah.
so that
No
I
worries.
know.
No worries. Yeah.
Okay. So, that sounds good. I'll allow it.
Yeah. And then, so against the wall, still in kind of
so,
like line of
imagine
sight.
like this. I'll explain kind of what it looks like. So when you get to the stairs, imagine you're at the top of the stairs, okay?
Yeah.
There is like a foyer type meeting room to the left, which is about 20 feet by 10 feet. Kind of like
Okay.
if you want to just sit down and talk, right? And
Yeah.
then straight down the stairs, straight up the stairs, that's the hallway where the rooms are.
Okay.
You were just on the other side of the Spirit Guardian spell, so you're about 11 feet to the left if I was looking up the stairs.
Okay. That's fine. Cracking. So that'll be my action, is to
Okay.
benign transposition. As my bonus action,
So where
I'm-
are you transporting to? I'm sorry, just so I know.
as far away from the Spirit Guardians, but still within... Checking something. Still within 15 foot of...
Okay,
the
you're not going to
cleric.
be able to be within 15
Okay.
feet of the Spirit Guardians without being in
no,
their
no.
zone.
Oh, no, not within the Spirit Guardians, within the two clerics.
Okay. So you want to be 15 feet away from them?
Within 15 foot, yeah.
Oh, well, okay. Again, imagine, a room off to the side,
Yeah.
and if you'll never be able to be 15 feet away, you could transform right. I mean, you could go right and by them, or you could go away from them. But if you transpose anywhere in that room, you could be 10 feet away up against a wall.
Cracking. Do that.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you are going to be, all of a sudden, you do your best X-Men Nightcrawler impersonation. Bam! You turn,
Yeah.
and your body kind of flips up like this, and now your back's against the wall on the far side of the room.
Okay, then bonus action,
Okay?
cast Dragon's Breath at 4th level on myself.
Okay?
Which just basically means, as an action, I can breathe
Right.
a cone attack.
Right, right.
And thinking of Anna, I'm going to make it acid damage.
Okay? So...
And that's going to be at 4th level, but that's all I can do.
Okay, you can't spew it yet.
That's all I can do.
Okay.
No,
All right,
that has to
Cal.
be an action. So I'd use one action to teleport,
Okay.
have the
One action
bonus
cast.
action to get the breath ready.
Got it. So next round, you could just let loose.
Yeah.
Okay. Frederick, my friend.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Again, welcome back to the game. Glad you're here.
Yes.
You have just now settled down onto the floor of the tavern as the water kind of... You didn't know if you were a little scared for a moment, thinking you might drown because you were face down in this gunk. But
Yep.
and if you didn't know, he was held. But Frederick, I am going to do the same thing. I am going to roll a d20. Actually, guys, if I'm not mistaken, the person that cast hold on Frederick is now dead.
Ooh.
Ooh.
All right.
So Frederick, all of a sudden, when the saber-tooth made that last swipe and you're kind of stuck and you kind of look at the side of your eye, you see this swipe and this blood starts spewing, mixing with the water on the ground. Your muscles all of a sudden, they relax. I mean, they're really sore, but they relax, and you feel that you've regained movement once again.
Okay.
You are
so
face down on the ground.
Bottom of the stairs?
About 10 feet past the bottom.
All right. Do I see Robbie or any other paladin, any of the halflings still alive?
So just surveying the situation, the only thing that you see, so you've looked, there's nobody in the tavern, there's nobody near you by the doors, but when you look up the stairs, you see one acolyte with one hand out and a mace trying to keep Cal down the stairs. You also see a fiendish glow of what appears to be apparitions that never really coalesce. And you hear voices and you hear whispers. And you see these apparitions, and they look like bad news, brother.
Okay. So, for one thing, half my movement to stand up. I give like Kirjava Kitty a nice little rub real quick.
All right.
And then I'm going to go right behind Kaladin and be like, I see you're held up a little bit set by this acolyte. I think I can take things from here. Action, I'm going to cast Charm Person at... We'll make it a first level charm. 17 with save.
17 wisdom, and this is my +2 kid.
Yeah.
That's going to be a 17, sir. A 15 +2.
Damn it. All right, that's one gone. But I still have this thing I can do. I'm going to use my Mantle of Majesty, my Glamour Bard ability. Let's see where that is. All right,
Kelly.
So, yeah, once per long rest, I can cast Command as a bonus action. 1 minute's concentration ends. Yeah, they still have to make a save, so I believe that is... let me see. Yeah, it's another whiz save. Another 17 they gotta make.
+2 to my person. A 15. +2 is 17.
All right. I can at least do it again for a minute.
Sorry, brother.
Yeah. Yeah, free action, I'm just going to be like, well, this is a bit awkward, and I'm just going to swap from my rapier my poison dagger and just stand there like a jackass.
Cal, you feel these spells left and right passing over your shoulder with no effect on the acolyte. As the acolyte kind of smirks downstairs, you hear this lament from Frederick, and he's just kind of, well,
Sorry
F it.
about
And he
him.
pulls out his weapon.
I'm sorry about him. Don't worry. But look, he's better with the dagger. You should probably get out of here.
Oh my God, Birdie! Welcome to the game, Bird Song. What do you got for us?
Let's see. How far away is Robbie from me? The room where Robbie is
Where are
in.
you?
I am on the stairs just behind Cal.
Okay, man, there's a little pile up there. We got Cal, we got Frederick, we got Birdie.
I don't take up much space.
Yeah, no, you're pretty little. You are probably 15 feet from Robbie.
Can I see her?
Oh, okay, so that's going to be a little tough, only because you've got a Cal and you've got an acolyte.
Okay.
Let me do this.
I'll do this. As a halfling, I can just move through a larger creature's space without difficulty. So I'm going to weave my way in, and I'm going to just kind of... I'm not even going to deign to look at the acolyte that's facing down with Kaladin.
Okay.
I'm just going to just step around. Yeah, so I'm just going to step so I'm like next to them or just past them.
Yeah.
With my back to them. I'm not going to leave their melee range. Yeah. And then I'm going to look at Robbie, and I'm going to hold up my shield, and it's going to start to glow. And I say, you are mine. Fight me. And I cast Compelled Duel. She needs to make a 17 wisdom save.
Yeah, but okay, so Robbie, just so you guys know, obviously a wisdom saving throw is Robbie's thing. So I will, but again, she rolls an 18, a 14 plus 4.
When I see that fail, I go, we'll try it again next time. And then I just turn on the acolyte next to me in front of Cal and lay into her with the flail twice because the spell is a bonus action.
You know what I think is hilarious? In my mind, I'm watching Birdie peek around the corner, throw her shield out, and challenge this bitch to a fight. And then when that doesn't work, she comes out between Kaladin's feet and just starts whacking the shit out of it. Birdie, take your hat. Okay.
13?
13 will miss, and now you need to make a saving throw.
Okay. What kind of saving throw?
Let me just make sure. So you did. You did that. You're in the zone now. Your movement is halved.
Wait, what's my saving throw? What saving throw do I have to make?
So first time turn, a wisdom on a failed saving throw. So wisdom.
Okay.
And
make a wisdom save.
Wisdom, just a straight DC 17.
That's a 24. Wisdom is also my thing.
I love it. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
So you do make a save, but you're going to take half.
Okay.
You will take, and this is necrotic damage.
Okay.
So Birdie, I mean, you knew what you were getting into. So 13, that's going to be 6 total points.
Yeah, I still have 6 temporary hit points left. She hasn't
so
touched.
you recognize what this damage is. Like you're like, oh man, right? You know this is the rip your skin off your bones kind of damage, you know?
Oh, fudge me. Oh wait, I get to re-roll that because I'm a halfling. Never mind.
Did you already do that before, or you already used that feature before, or you can do that multiple times a day?
You can do it. It's an auto thing. 19. So 19 to hit her after I take her damage from the.
Oh, that definitely hits the acolyte on top of the stairs.
Okay, so we're gonna use a spell slot to toss in a little divine smite. So we'll just give her another 2d8, so a total of 3d8 radiant damage. Yep. So that's 17 damage to her. 14 of it is radiant. No, that's 17. It's 20. It's 20 damage. 14 of it is radiant, and the rest is bludgeoning.
Okay. So, I'm just looking at something really quick. Okay, got it. All right. So yeah. So definitely, you hit D with how much? You hit D with how much damage?
You're muted.
I am?
Yep. Oh,
no, I am. Sorry, my bad.
All
I did
good.
20 total damage, 14 of it radiant.
All right. Well, you definitely strike this person. D is her name, and you see just this complete wave of radiant damage. It kind of singes her robe and everything about her, but she still stands. She still stands.
I get to add a d4 to that first roll, don't I?
You have bless.
Yeah, so can I go ahead and do that retroactively?
Yeah, I don't mind. Sure.
On that first roll? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes it a 15 total.
For which?
Against her, the acolyte. No. To hit the acolyte.
Oh, that definitely. Roll. Yeah, that hit for sure.
Okay. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and do the 1d8. That's another 6 points of damage to her.
Okay. So you turn and you do this damage, and the acolyte screams in horror. she falls to the ground, and she kind of falls on her elbow, and you hear, "Forgive me, Asmodeus." And she falls to the ground. Her mace drops out of her hand, and she falls dead to the ground.
Yeah.
Yep, I kicked the mace down the stairs. If I have any movement left, then I'm going to move towards Robbie.
Yeah, no, that would be the end of the movement. You were just,
I'm done
again,
then.
you were, 20 feet away plus the stairs. So Birdie took her turn. You just killed off D. And now it's Joe's turn. Let's see what Joe wants to do. We're going to look. All right. There's got to be something fun that she can do here. What is this? No, that's no fun. All right. Let's see. Ooh, oh, this might be fun. Okay. All right. No, this is what she's going to do. So you see one of the acolytes turn and face you, and she's going to launch herself at you, trying to knock you all down the stairs like Keystone Cops. So we're talking full-on midget crossbody block.
I swear if I go down these stairs again.
So
I got you, Boo. Birdsong's in front of you, and she got her
good.
shield.
Oh, good.
I got you, Boo.
I just
Okay.
can't walk up these stairs again, y'all. I can't do it. I can't do
Okay,
it.
listen.
No, but we'll get you some sweet
Listen
tea
to
and you'll
me.
be fine, honey.
I gotta let it
This-
fly.
everybody needs to roll, and this is true story. Everybody needs to roll an 18 or higher. You get your best modifier. I don't care. You can use strength or acrobatics. Those are the two you get to use. Roll
okay
them,
with
folks.
So Dex or
Whichever
strength
one
save?
is your
save?
best.
Okay.
Are
So
we
whichever-
rolling a skill or are we rolling a save?
I would roll a save. So you get to
Okay.
use strength or dex. You get to choose.
All right, I'm going
I have
dexterity.
no problem with that.
22 for Frederick.
What?
Oh.
13 for Birdie.
16.
Oh, wait, I have
Oh.
bless. Let me add a bless to that. Hang on.
Oh yeah, so do I.
Wait,
Aw.
Birdie's also got the.
Birdie.
Is Birdie's
Oh.
aura still up?
Oh my god. Wait, I can't see
Does
what
Bir-
number
is,
that is.
is Birdie's
Yes!
aura still up?
That's right. So
yes,
we all
Birdie's
get to
aura.
add
Everyone
5
has
to
5
it.
to their
Yep.
intros.
Why is
Yep.
it not? There we go.
Everybody within 10 feet of me gets to add 5 to their roll.
25.
So 19.
All right. Okay, make sure. So, all right.
I'm just
And I
so
was gonna-
excited that I didn't fall down the stairs. Like unreasonably
also-
so.
I was going to give you all a +1 as an assist because you've got Cal and then you've got people behind him. So it'd be much harder to knock you guys all down the stairs. So you do get 1, 2. You get +2 also. So she runs.
Okay, that makes
and she jumps. Nobody moves. She lands right in front of Kaladin, and as a bonus action, takes her mace and tries to pin Kaladin's feet to the ground. That's an 18.
Oh,
Well, shit. Yes, that hits.
there you go.
Ooh, Cal, take 2,
sorry.
buddy.
Oh, look, you.
So, Cal, no joke. You
Wait,
see
hang on.
this
Now I got.
hap-
Oh, this is gonna be terrible. I gotta see if I can concentrate after that 2 damage on my blast.
You see this halfling run at you. Oh, you're fine.
Yeah.
You see this halfling run at you and throw herself cross-body across you, and she hits your chest and just kind of slides down, lands on her feet. She's really pissed off, and more out of like a frustrated anger takes your mace and just whacked your toe. just whacked your toe.
I know you've stubbed your toe before. You know that don't feel good. Ow. Shit, girl.
Imagine that scene, man. This halfling trying to just knock you all down the stairs, and she just bounces off Kaladin and just fuck your toe. Bang! Just hits
There weren't no call for that. Let's be adults about this fight, eh?
Cal, you are up, babe. You are up, and again, you have a hangnail now. Your toe hurts a little.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Well, I think the most pressing thing is the spirit guardians that's keeping us from getting to Robbie, who really is obviously the point of all of this. So Cal's going to grab his amulet, and he's gonna call out to Rao to do away with that which harms, and will dispel magic on the spirit guardians.
Okay.
So if Spirit Guardians, I don't remember what level it is. If Spirit Guardians is 3rd level or lower, it is dispelled. If it's higher than that, I need to make a check.
No, it is a 3rd level spell.
Okay, so the Spirit Guardians are dispelled.
Yes. Yep.
So few spell slots left. All right. Then I'm gonna try to get past this little halfling again.
Oh boy!
She can swing at me if she wants. What did we do last time?
We did a strength versus strength check, or your best modifier. So
that's right. I used acrobatics and it was still crap. Yeah. All right, let's see.
Why don't we go ahead and do that again?
Yep.
Yep. So you go acrobatics. I'm gonna go strength.
All right.
I rolled a 4.
Cool. I rolled an 8, so it's a pathetic display on both our parts. To be very clear, this is not graceful. It's not impressive. It's not what you write home about your 9th level adventure to tell about. Exactly, Jerome.
You do have. She is going to get a swing at you.
Yeah, absolutely, she will. Yeah.
She rolls a 14.
No, but I don't think she misses because of anything I did. I think she just it glances off of my armor or something. Because let's be real, I'm tripping over her as I go to try and get to Robbie.
It's like Birdie just lit her ass up with that flail.
That too.
You nudge. You just kind of pat this little halfling, get out of the way, and you move and you kind of stumble a bit, but you are definitely past her. You see Jerome stuck up against, not stuck up, just up against the wall ready to do some actions. And then you see Robbie furiously getting ready to cast something nasty here.
Oh, fantastic. Then I will, oh, hell no, that was an action. I can't do that. I will step right up to her and just foolishly say, now let's think about this before you do it. You are outnumbered, and, well, you saw what your minions have been able to accomplish thus far.
Good Lord. All right. And she smiles. And then once again, you notice, her face is taken on, it kind of sinks inward a little bit. Her pupils have gone from a very cute halfling green to a black. And you see a tattoo on her neck, slightly glowing. An amulet on her that you never noticed before, that may be one of the reasons why she makes her saving throws, so to speak. So you're noticing all this now that you're super close to her. Go ahead, Jerome.
Yeah, wasn't that amulet taken off her?
No, she has another.
Oh, she's another one.
Imagine, you know how princesses have gaudy amounts of bracelets.
Oh, she's a gaudy monstrosity. Okay.
Yes. So you see there's a couple of amulets still. You see a chain and an amulet. So as you got closer, you see all these things. And she turns and she smiles. And she goes, Asmodeus has a gift for you, Cal. And maybe a gift for you and all your friends. Death isn't anything to me. And she casts Flame Strike.
Counter spell.
Okay. Did you already
have to make that
counterspell this?
roll.
No, I get a reaction again when it's been my turn.
Okay, this is a 5th level spell.
I can only cast it at 4th level, so I have to make a
Intelligence check.
Yeah.
Make an intelligence
Right.
check.
That's okay. So it's got to be 15 or higher.
15. Yep.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I'm gonna use luck.
All right. How many times do you get to use luck?
3 times. Make it, baby.
We need it.
That's better. That's better. 16.
All right.
All right.
So
Atta
you
boy.
see Robbie. You literally see Robbie's hands start to fire. They turn into fire, and you see, literally your hands and these Dragon Ball Z shit turning into fire, getting ready to launch at everybody in the room. And Kaladin, you're thinking this bitch is going to incinerate everybody and herself, and she does not care. That's the kind of fight you see happening right now. But discretion being the better part of valor, you see her look at you knowing that you have just counterspelled this, and she takes off down the hallway as fast as she can go.
Oh no, we're past this point. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody that is in proximity. So Jerome is not in proximity. I will say Cal is. And Birdie, I'm going to roll a d20 to see if your little arms are able to swipe once at her legs as she's coming by. So it's going to be basically, if I roll a 1 through 5, she accidentally comes near you so that you can get one. Rolled an 18, so no. But
I got a strike too.
where are you exactly?
Okay.
Top of the stairs?
I was just right next to Kaladin on the stairs. Or
Yeah,
just a
so
little
you're
bit
right
ahead of
next
him,
to-
depending.
Well, you're next to Birdie now, and Birdie. So I will roll a 1 through 5 again for you. An 8. So she knew to go further to her left to cut that corner to book down the stairs. And Cal, what would you like to do? You see Robbie. Robes flowing. She is booking.
Yeah, I'm gonna take out my little dagger and try and bean her on the back of the head with it. I don't want to stab her. I just want to knock her out. We have things to talk about. And I can't remember the last time I pulled out a weapon, but so it goes. Let's see. Plus who? Okay.
Hold on.
Oh,
All right.
well,
Yeah.
it was a 10, so it don't much matter.
Didn't you bless yourself too?
I did. All right, it was a 13.
Yeah. That. Her AC
I don't know.
is actually 13.
Oh shit! Thanks, Birdie. All right.
But
Anytime, darling.
I'm sorry to say this,
Oh no.
but let me read this and you can guess what she has.
Oh dear.
As a bonus action, if you
Oh,
click
dear.
the boots' heels together,
Oh no.
God.
any creature that makes an opportunity attack against you has disadvantage on the attack.
All right. Well.
As long as you don't roll less
Roll
than
better.
3.
Right.
Roll better.
Roll better.
Hey, I rolled better.
Yay! All right.
Hey!
So
Okay.
again, like I said, you see, I mean, she's moving faster than a halfling should, right?
Sure.
But
sure.
you definitely hit on that, 100%.
All right. So Cal sort of whips around, sort of without thinking it through terribly much, because he really wants to keep her here so that we can, deal with her more directly. He whips around and beans her on the back of the head with his dagger, which does, let's see, which does 4 points of non-lethal damage. Unfortunately, what Cal forgets is about that thing that Rao has given him, where anytime he attacks with a weapon, he also does a d8 of radiant damage, which does an additional 7 of lethal radiant damage to her. Oops.
So that's a total of 11, yes?
That is a total of 11, yeah.
Oh,
And he Cal sort of jumps when the butt of the dagger flashes with Rao's divine power, and he goes, "Oh shit! Ooh. Oh,
I won't tell you what Robbie said, but it's kind of similar.
shit! Are you okay? I mean, I hope you're not okay, but you're still breathing. All right.
You see,
Shit.
you see Robbie again. Her hands turn to fire. She's getting ready to blow up the whole room. And Jerome, out of nowhere, just waves his hand at it. The fire extinguishes. Robbie, knowing that she's in big trouble, uses a bonus action, clicks her heels together. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. And she books it. Kaladin strikes her with the butt of the dagger, and you see this bright light kind of knock Robbie halfway to the ground as she stumbles, yet catches herself on the wall. She is at the end of the hallway, opening a door and going inside some room. I mean, at the end of the hallway. That's 50 feet away. I mean, and we are now...
All right.
We are now back to the top of the round. And right now, can anybody go 60 feet?
Not me.
Hello.
25.
So we are going to drop initiative right now.
Here, Java, Jerome, and I could get 60 feet if we dashed.
Yeah,
Oh,
same with Arna.
Okay.
And Arna.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. And Arna.
Yeah.
Okay.
How far? Wait, she's 50 feet away right now?
50 feet and a door.
Okay, yeah. Actually, Birdie can get there.
Oop, I can get there
Yeah.
too. Dimension door.
Without
if
a
I need
dash.
it.
Yeah.
Without a dash, I can get there and attack.
Same.
Mhm.
Well, okay. You can attack once you see where you're going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, once I get there. But I can get there with my movement and a bonus action.
Wait, can I
fair.
see where she's going and then just use Dimension Door, just follow her and like grab Birdie while I'm heading out there and then just get right in front of her?
Well, okay, so we're going to be back
do
to
that
the top of the round then. Okay,
Okay.
since you can
All right.
reach her, I think that's fair that we're back to the top of the round. What
Okay.
you see, she is with incredible speed that you know can only be of magical means. Has booked down the hallway, opened a door, and entered a room on her left.
Okay.
That's all you know. So we'll take it from the top. Arna, who is smashing pumpkins on the bottom of the stairs, is what is she gonna do?
Not seeing any more targets down here, Arna is going to head upstairs and knowing that it's about to get crowded up, it's already crowded up here. But not seeing where she went, no, but I'm sure everybody else is going, she's going to head in, she's just going to kind of move herself. She'll dash to get close, but she doesn't want to create a dog pile up there in front of the door because then we're all kind of fighting with each other to get through. But she's going to stand there at the door entrance.
Okay.
Close to the door entrance. And if she comes out, she's going to hold her action if she comes out, or if anything comes out that door, she's going to whack it.
Fair enough. So, you guys see Arna. Well, Arna, how far can Arna go? She's 70
I'm sorry.
feet
That's
away
right.
from
If
the
she's
door.
dashing, she can't hold an action. So yeah, no, she's going to dash and just stand there outside the door.
Oh, she does have an
Okay.
action surge if she needs it.
Yeah, but you can't use that to hold. You can't hold that as an action.
Yeah.
No, but to go any further or go through the door, or anything else you need.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so she can move, use her action surge, and then hold. Use her action surge to dash, and then hold her action to attack if anything comes out that door.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay. All right. So Arna was able to go 70 feet, stand in front of the door. What about the rest of you? Where are we at now? I believe we're at Kurjava. The saber-tooth tiger.
Saber-tooth kitty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So right now, what are you going to do?
Am I able to get there with dash?
I would assume,
Alright.
yeah, you were
Pound?
actually closer than Arna. So
Yeah,
it
you've
is.
got 8 feet of movement with dash.
Yeah, no, you're 70 feet away, Kurjava.
So I'll dash, but not go in front of the door because I don't want to cause a 3-body pile up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So can I dash and hang by the left of the door,
Absolutely.
or on one
so,
side?
absolutely. So you guys see the saber-tooth jump and bound up the stairs effortlessly, and just kind of ends up on the left side of the door, in a kind of, I would say, probably a protective yet searching kind of mode, maybe sniffing and trying to see if there's other things about. And that will bring us. Yeah, exactly. And that'll bring us to, I believe, Frederick. No, Jerome. I'm sorry,
Hello.
Jerome.
Hello,
18.
my handsome. Hello. Right.
Hi.
I'm gonna run out the room.
Okay.
Bonus action, Misty Step. And when
Okay.
I'm in front of the door, I'm
Okay.
gonna unleash Dragon's Breath.
Okay. Okay.
15-foot cone,
Let
and
me
I
just
need
look
the
at
door, and I need the door to make a dexterity saving throw.
the door. Fails. I just want to see how many hit points the door has.
Okay.
Is it a wooden door? Is it a steel
Yeah,
door?
it's a seriously wooden door, man. So
I'm breathing
just-
acid.
Yeah.
I
I
also
mean,
need-
it's dude.
Robbie's in
It
the
doesn't
room.
have. It doesn't have a. It's going to have. Let's go. Hold on. It's right here. It has 15 hit points.
Okay. If Robbie's within the 15-foot cone, she also needs to make the saving throw, but...
Okay.
Right. Holy moly. Okay, that's... 10... that's 20 points of acid damage.
Okay. So, this should be really interesting. As you see Jerome, the Rainmaker, he runs down the hallway. He turns. Cal, Birdie, you guys are kind of going, oh shit, what's going to happen next here?
Oh,
And you
God.
see Jerome, he huffs and he puffs, and this acid absolutely spews. And this door, I mean, it doesn't splinter, it dissolves. It just goes to the ground. And what you see is a Robbie with 1 foot out the window, plunging out of the second story of this building.
I just turn around and show. She's out the window. Someone better run after her.
Yep.
Frederick, door.
I'm on it.
outside. Right,
Yep,
you.
and it is now Frederick's turn.
All right. Who between Birdie and Cal? Who's the closest to me?
Birdie, I think.
I would
Cal
I
had
would
moved forward a
say
bit.
Birdie.
Okay, I'm going to run over to Birdie and just be like, hold on, my love. I think we're going to take a little trip. Dimension door right on just Robbie's ass as she's like about to leave through the window. That was my action.
Okay, where are you dimension dooring to?
To like the area he pointed out, like end of the hallway, just right at that window where Jerome saw the.
Do you?
Yeah.
So, to dimension door, you arrive exactly at the spot you desire. You can be a place you can see, one you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating distance and direction.
Right. I just want to make sure. Are you inside the building or outside of the building?
Inside the building.
So you're just going to go to the window ledge.
Window
Was
ledge.
she already on her way out of the building,
Yes.
or was she still?
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
so she's already on
she's
her way out,
literally-
Frederick.
Her 1 foot is already out the window. She is in the. Imagine if this was in real time, simultaneously going on. While you guys are all doing that, and you see her, she is already 1 foot out the window, like already out. Just her right foot still on the ledge, but
Okay.
already out.
All right.
Oh,
then
so
I'll
if
use
she's
that-
still on the ledge, well, then that works for me.
But barely.
Okay.
I mean, she's. Believe
fine.
me when I tell you, it's like a millisecond that she's still on the ledge.
All right. And
Or we could-
I'll say we'll get us like. Can I just like guess like as we're like going there like how much more it can go a little further to or nah? You know I'm just. Gonna
I mean, you're right to the. I mean, unless you want to be Han Solo in the Carbonite, you're gonna you're gonna have to just get right to the edge of the wooden wall.
Okay. I will do that and bonus action
right.
inspire. Yeah, so Birdie and I are just gonna be right at that same location and just gonna like tap her on the back and go like, "All right, I did my job. Now do yours. Give her. You got a D8 inspiration, baby. So use it
All
to
right.
slay her. Yeah,
A little
and that.
good game, nice hustle. Get out there and win this for the Gipper.
Yeah.
Slap on the back for Birdsong.
Yeah, if I have any other movement left, I'm gonna try to go out the window after her.
Yeah, no, you do not. You are
Okay.
right there. And now, if I'm not mistaken, Birdie, is it your turn?
All right.
Bonus
Frederick
action
and
takes
Birdie.
the bead. Bonus action, she takes one of the beads on the necklace that she's wearing
Yeah.
and uses it to cast Branding Smite on her flail.
Okay.
And she is going to take her 2 attacks on Robbie as she goes out the window.
All right, swing it.
Okay. That is a
That's good.
20-40 hit.
Absolutely, that scores.
Okay, this is going to be 2d6 radiant. Really?
Wow.
Plus
Snake eyes.
11 bludgeoning.
Snake eyes.
Plus 11 bludgeoning.
Okay. Oh,
Second
that's
strike is a 19 to hit.
that will score.
Another 2d6 of radiant because yay, branding smite for 4. And where's my d8? That was it. Okay. And 10 bludgeoning.
Wow.
So we've
Okay.
got 21 points of damage to her.
Okay. Yep. So,
And if she tries to go out that window,
yeah. But
I've
she's
got a
already
hand on
out.
her ankle. Well, I mean, but she's still got a foot on the ledge. I've got a
Right,
hand on
yes.
her ankle.
All right. I need you to roll a dexterity check for me.
Okay.
Well, what's a grapple? I think we need to roll that.
Strength
Strength,
athletics
athletics.
for the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So let's.
that's athletics.
Yeah, roll for to see if you can. I mean,
And she can use athletics or acrobatics to defend against it. But
That's
yeah.
a 22.
Well, all right, I'm gonna roll. I rolled a 20 total. So
yeah,
good, fam.
I've got her by the ankle. She's not going out that window.
well,
She's not falling to the ground.
oh man, that's a tough grab to make right in the middle of all that. But yeah, I'll allow it. I think a 22 is good enough to to hold on to that. All right, where are we at now? I think we're at Kaladin.
oh, well, all right.
Yeah.
Gosh, I was ready to do something to keep her from getting out the window and running away, but we don't need to worry about that. So, in that case, just to see if hopefully we can make things a bit simpler. Birdie, have you got a good hand on her?
For the moment.
All right, well, I'll see if I can make it any easier on you. And I'm gonna, of course, I'm gonna try a hold person on her, so it's a wisdom save.
Okay.
I know she good at it.
So you ran. Did you run over there? Do you?
Oh,
have
I'm
to-
sorry. Yes, I will run. I'll run to the door.
Okay.
Do I need to? Well, let's see. So I'll run 30 feet, which I think still leaves me like 20 feet from the door. Can I see through to where she is? Because the range on the spell is 60 feet, but I do need to be able to see her.
No, you only see Birdie's.
Okay.
Birdie's got her arm below the windowsill.
Oh, that's
Like,
okay, though,
there's
because it's an enchantment spell. So what I'll do is I'll use my action to dash in the room and get up there, and then use, what's that feature called? Embodiment of the Law to make Hold Person a bonus action.
Perfect. Yeah, because I mean, now you just kind of stick your head out and you see a dangling halfling.
Oh,
like her
girl,
robe.
look.
And just so you know, she's naked underneath that robe, except for some chest armor, like a plate.
This is
Her robe is
embarrassing
now
even for
over
you.
her head. She is full Monty, out in front of the world right now. This little halfling.
This is embarrassing for me and for you. Just
And for Asmodeus, really.
right.
her- I mean,
Thank
her
you,
robe
Birdie.
The robe is
Just-
stopped here and it's over her head towards the ground now.
Oh, just don't resist. Just let it. Oh, come on, girl. This
All right,
you don't
so
want
you're gonna
this.
cast Hold Person.
I am.
I wish there was a way I could show. Do not use targets. GM. I'm trying to see if I can just roll a dice so you guys can see it.
Yeah, hang on. Let's see. Make DM rolls visible. Fantasy grounds. Let's see.
Thank you for doing that.
We
Dan.
have this fun chat.
Yeah.
All
want you guys to
right.
be able to
I
see
like
some of
to
these.
see them. Is there a command? Yeah. Forums. Highlight hidden roles. That's what we want.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
this
thank you,
this is
people.
good content. Okay.
And now we are going to do a quick strategy guide for fantasy grounds.
Right?
So write this down because I'm going to. All
Enter
right.
the command /die, D-I-E, space reveal.
Okay.
That should
Revealing
now-
all. Yeah. Sweet.
Okay, there
All
you
right.
go. Let's try that.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
All right, so
and if
this-
that... Well, let's just do it and see what happens. Because there's another suggestion on here if that doesn't work.
It says revealing all die rolls.
Okay, it should work
She's
then.
at a +4. What's the save?
17. Okay. Hey, there it is. So that's an 18.
What?
Cool.
Yeah. So she look at that. You can see it
Look,
now.
I tried.
So she's Kaladin, you go and you try to hold her, but you see she's still kicking and squirming.
Ooh,
But
girl.
all of a sudden she becomes very calm.
Oh, girl, you making a terrible mistake. It would have been much better on you if you'd let that happen, because now Birdie's got control of you. She's not nearly so kind and patient. Well, I don't know about kind, but patient as I am.
Oh man.
And I'm much
Are you
more
guys
violent.
ready for this?
More important, really.
Let me see. Does a 9th level cleric have 1 6th level spell slot?
No,
That's
ninth
what I'm
only gets up to
looking
1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Yeah, they only have up to 5th level slots.
Okay. So
And they should only have
with that-
1 because they're the same level we are, so that's only 1 5th level slot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, and she already tried to cast it. Thank you for that.
Is she trying to cast a spell?
I mean,
How
she's just
very
hanging
dare
out.
she? You can't see her, Jerome. As much as I enjoy your counter spells,
The door's open.
she's
Oh.
dangling out the window.
So yeah, she did. She's like, what the hell, man? You know, there's no spell of Bigby's let me go fist that I'm looking for. So she is going to. Ooh, this could be fun. Yeah, she's gonna cast command on you, Birdie.
She can't see me.
She's
got the robes over her head.
Aren't you
She's
holding
got
her?
the robes. I am, but she's got the robes over her
robes
head.
over her
She
head.
can't see
Oh,
me.
yeah. I guess she could like go like this and pull the rope down over.
Is she held?
I mean,
No.
it's-
Bernie's holding her by an ankle out the window.
yeah.
All right, this
she
is what
didn't-
we're gonna do. She is going to try to escape your hold and run. What is that? I just need to.
It's
Roll a grapple.
it's athletics or acrobatics versus my athletics to escape
All right.
my hold.
Okay, so she has a dexterity that gives her a +2, and athletics.
Ooh,
Yeah, so I think she gets a +2. I think she's gonna beat that. Let's see.
Wait, you have a book. You have inspiration if you need it.
No!
You don't need it.
Oh.
You don't need it.
Whoa!
You don't need it. You, oh my
you
God.
need this
She's
whole
kicking,
time.
she's kicking butt. Okay, Birdie.
Bernie's
This is the
holding her
last-
out the window. She tries
Yeah,
to escape, and Bernie just goes,
This is it.
"Sweetie,
Last ditch
I
effort.
had so
Birdie,
many brothers.
I
there's
need
no
a
way."
strength check. Birdie,
That's-
give
that's
me
the
one
7 I rolled.
strength check.
You want another
Give me
one?
one strength. Yep, one more.
One more? Okay. Strength check.
Drop it.
Oops.
One more if
that.
you
Drop
need.
her on her hand.
Drop her on the head.
Doesn't like you. There we go. Girl!
I'm going to use my inspiration. You said,
I would use
Yeah.
that.
1d8. Oh,
Girl!
No.
9.
it's better
Girl!
than this.
9.
Come on.
Birdie,
Right?
Birdie, she does kick, and at first you're holding on to her, but now you've got a boot in your hand, and she falls to the ground and takes D6. And this
She
is
can't
the
move,
fun
though.
part right here.
Oh.
She takes. Oh wait, I can roll it for you guys. She did. I don't want 2 of them. I just want 1. Thank you. She takes exactly what I rolled here. She takes 3 points of damage.
And dies?
She believe me, she takes 6 points of damage, and now that she can't run super fast, almost like a NASCAR racer, she can only make left turns right now because she's only got 1 boot on. But she is hobbling and hobbling and hobbling because she tried to use her action already, so she doesn't have any spells to cast.
Yeah.
But she is now 15 feet away with 1 boot on downstairs, and you guys are all just looking at her like, yeah, you ain't getting past us. All right.
You want
That's
me
gonna
to go
take us
grab her?
Yeah, it's going to take us to the top of the round. Or not.
All right. Arna's, how far is it to the window?
10 feet from the door.
Okay, yeah, Arna's like, yeah, fuck this, and is across the room, out the window, and is gonna land on this chick.
All right, make me an athletics check, please, to go bounding out that door window.
Okay.
Come on,
athletics.
girl.
Oh, she's got +9 to that. That's nice.
+9?
Yeah, to
It's
athletics.
gonna be, because it's a 10-foot drop. It's gonna be a 15 DC.
That's a
Perfect.
25.
And I mean, because she's tall, it's not that far. So she runs. You see Arna, I mean, in the most smooth superhero type pose, jumps feet first through the window and lands. Let me see. What, again, if there was an Olympics in Greyhawk, nobody could win because they can all only move 30 feet. So Arna, yeah, she makes it. But I want
this
to
question.
roll.
Does Arna
Go ahead.
cause damage by landing on them?
Well, Arna doesn't know where she is when she's starting her jump. You know what I mean? So I will.
Yeah.
I will make. Let's make a intelligence check, and if she gets a DC 15 on her intelligence, she lands on top of her.
Okay.
Just because she didn't know exactly where she was when she started this thing.
All right. That's a 13.
So she jumps
Oh,
out
Arna
the
has
window.
less.
What does she get? A D4?
Yeah, so that's
Yep.
17.
Oh, this is okay. Arna, you see this dragonborn kind of sheath her weapon, right? Because she doesn't want it to get caught on a window. She runs and leaps feet first out this window and lands double foot on top of Robbie. Oh, man. Will you roll an attack roll for me, please, Birdie?
Of course.
Like an unarmed strike, this would be?
23?
Yeah, but it's going to be double the damage because of the momentum and the jump.
Who's that?
Oh, damn.
23 hits, and she lands with both feet, so roll 2D, I would say 2D6, actually. Or
Okay.
2D4.
2D.
Let's go.
Well, usually an unarmored strike is 1 plus your strength.
Like just a 1 plus strength?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's only like monks who can get with unarmed combat.
Copy that. Okay, so what
Unless
I would
you
like...
take like Tavern Brawler.
Right, no,
Yeah.
I think
But
Arna's
that would
damage...
still be 6.
Arna's damage should be, I mean, because of this absolute momentum. Again, imagine running and jumping out of a second-story window and landing on top of a person with both feet.
Okay, so 2d4
Let's do-
plus 5.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
That's an 11.
Not bad.
And so you see, man, you see Arna. There she is. She jumps out and she pops her legs out right when she's getting ready to land. And just like a cardiac chest thump, smashes Robbie into the ground, popping her chest open like a bug. She's no longer this wide. She's this wide. She has been destroyed by a dragonborn fighter jumping out of a second-story window.
Okay.
So Birdie's holding this boot, and she sees this happen because she, as Arna went by and out the window, and then she looks over at Cal and goes, "Do you have to speak with the dead?"
Actually, I think I do. Hang on.
Because that's the only way you're going to get anything out of her.
Yeah, Arna. Oh, it's
And she's not an organ donor, according to her card.
yeah.
Are we out of initiative?
You are
At this point.
completely out of initiative.
Okay,
Hey, Arna, don't just stop stomping on her, please. We're going to at least
Yeah.
leave her head alone. We're going to need that, please.
Remember that it is nighttime. Remember that it is. It's
That's
about
probably good.
11
It's dark out.
p.m.
Ain't nobody gonna see you stomping on that poor girl's body.
Quick question: does anybody like? I'm gonna look out the window. And does it look like any other agents are coming, or anybody's like watching all this happen? Like at least like from just over where like Arna is over Robbie's body.
Okay, so there's nobody in robes. You don't get the sense that there's any more threats watching, right? But there was a commotion in the tavern, and there are a couple of lights that have kind of been lit with little faces looking out windows.
Birdie's like, oh shit. So she's got the boot.
Yeah.
She just goes hustling downstairs, pauses long enough in the kitchen to pour a glass of sweet tea and set it up for Kaladin, and then goes out to stand with Arna.
Jerome's
And
gonna.
as you're, go ahead, Jerome.
Yeah, Jerome's gonna teleport out of the window next to Arna, and like while looting through the body, is just gonna start saying, official business. Go back to your homes. Close your windows. It's all fine. All good. It's all being sorted. Just go back inside. No problem. All right. There we go.
I'm just gonna be,
Go ahead.
yeah, I'm just gonna be dragging all like the leftover halfling bodies and just put them all into one room. while they're doing all that shit, just to like make the inside of at least the first floor look like somewhat presentable. If anyone wants to come in.
So Frederick, the reality here is that is almost an impossible task, and here's why. You've got more mixed blood and water that has gone all over the tavern. I mean, dude, there's blood and water in every crevice and corner because of this
There's a
tidal
mop.
wave.
There's a mop that's just as she paused to pour the sweet tea. She also grabbed the mop, propped it up in the corner.
Yeah,
So
I'll use
gonna
Mage
need a
Hand to
mop.
help like mop up some of the floor. I'll just like find another one and do this thing.
I don't know if there's that cantrip that you could cast to clean up everything, but yeah, this place is a mess.
Yeah, I don't have it, but yeah, I just have Mage Hand like mopping up some of the floor, and I'm like, just trying to scrub some of the stuff.
Yeah, no, this place just, man, it looks like a meat factory right now.
This is absolutely where animate objects comes in handy.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. I do have that.
You can
so I
animate
could
mops.
up, but
Are
I
you
don't
gonna
have
turn
that
this
spell slot.
into beauty?
I don't have that
Invasion?
spell slot. I can't make it happen.
Damn.
Yeah, but
Are the teapots and kettles gonna start cleaning now?
no, it's just the mop doing work with my Mage Hand. the house, it's just one man and his lonely mop. So that's all that's
Alright.
going on.
Frederick, doing his best kind of Forrest Gump impersonation, just kind of mopping and cleaning.
Well, ain't this a fine mess y'all got ourselves into?
Arna has finally gotten off of Robbie and is standing there. What's the party doing now?
Birdie's
Drinking my
retrieving
sweet
the other boot. Birdie's
Jerome-
retrieving the other boot.
Jerome
And,
is looting the rest of the body.
Trying
Jerome.
to handle any halflings that come along with questions. She'll just kind of try to start smoothing things over if anybody shows up asking questions.
Yeah, no, I mean, it is, like I said, between 11 p.m. and 12 a.m. You just see people huddling by their curtains, like kind of just looking out. And you see, I mean, there's fear. They see a robed figure down on the ground. But at the same time, they're looking at people that are showing their faces that, don't look like they want to take over the city. And so there's kind of a mixed emotion going on that you can feel right now as like, who are these guys? But that's awesome that person is no longer alive.
So I saunter out, and I'm out in the open, and I could still see that the curtains are kind of like, hello? So I just roar for a solid 10 seconds, and then you could hear everyone just snap their curtains.
All right, so Kerjava is still in saber-tooth tiger form and just roaring. And I mean, yeah, that's exactly the result you get. People kind of snap their curtains shut and turn off all their lights. But you could probably assume they're just looking at you in the dark somewhere now.
Kaladin is... Look, everybody, we should really get her out of the middle of the yard. We should get somewhere to sleep for tonight. Tomorrow,
Yep.
I'll have a little chat with her, but I think it's best if we maybe get out the open
Yeah.
right now.
So I'll once Jerome's done rifling through her pockets for loose change, I'll wrap her up in her robe and bring the body back inside.
Okay.
I'll just hand over Birdie the other boot and go.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Added props for effect. It snaps for them, my friend.
Just there you go.
Oh, yeah. Birdie's walking around with one boot in her hand.
There's everyone. You're fine.
Yep. Thank you.
Does anyone want dibs on those boots? They seem pretty handy.
What was her other necklace?
Okay.
So much to learn.
Yes.
Yeah. Birdie, you already have one boot, so might as well keep the second and have the pair.
Jerome can do the sit down and we'll just identify things and divvy things out.
Okay.
All right, so...
Once he's cleaned a small section of the bar.
Right?
And I'm
He'll just get around
All
going,
right.
press the dictation. Once he's got a table clear, he'll go, right, now I'll go through the items.
So, as you probably already imagined, you identify Robbie's boot as boots of speed.
Ooh.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
that's all
give me
you,
one
Birdie. Your honor can definitely rock the shit out of these. But yeah. I mean, you're a halfling, so if I were you, I'd probably take the boots. You need all the movement you can get.
Yeah, after I clean everything. She's busy helping clean up now and putting things back to rights.
All right. Hold on one second.
Getting
here.
clean linens out and wrapping up the bodies in them and that kind of thing.
Jerome just
Yeah.
writing small notes going, for Anna, for Birdie, and just leave them out. It's Christmas! In a bloodbath.
All right.
Okay, that's the episode title.
It's Christmas in a bloodbath. We still have the Amulet of Protection from Good.
Yep. Which is...
Gives
it
you plus 3 to
a-
AC, plus 3 to saving throws against good aligned spells.
Exactly. You also find a Ring of Protection plus 2.
Oh. That's better than my
Uh,
cloak.
Would you like
Yeah.
dibs on it, Kaladin?
I wouldn't mind it if someone wants to take my cloak. They're more than welcome to it in that case. But really, now is not the time. We gotta get inside. We gotta question this woman. Sorry, I got distracted by the pretty shiny.
Whatever, right? We've also got the Mace of Thwarting Good, but I don't think anyone wants to touch the
Feel like
demonic
we should
legion
really
mace.
get rid of
Yeah,
that.
Jerome, I'll just say this. Anything that is, against good, we might want to just, throw it in the
Destroy?
ocean or burn it. Yeah, destroy would be probably
Or
best.
remove the curse. See if we can remove the curse that's on it.
We
I
could
mean,
handle that. That
Oh,
would be an
wait, hang
interesting
on.
long-term project.
Hang on.
What?
DM question here.
Uh-oh.
identify as a touch spell.
It certainly
Do
is.
I get cursed by any of these objects by touching them, or do I just get attuned to, or do I have to attune to them to get the curse?
Once you touch the mace to identify it,
Yeah.
you need to roll a saving throw of wisdom.
Okay, that's fine.
You're so good at wisdom.
I'm casting
right.
bless. I have a bless bead.
Okay,
I'm putting
I'm
bless
also
on you.
okay. So what's blessed do? Wait, are you
1d4 to
standing?
save.
Okay, I'm just gonna use my last luck point of the day.
All right.
Oh no.
And
Okay, so plus bless.
Fumble on the play.
on the floor doesn't count unless it's a 4.
It's got to be in the box.
Nope, right. Let's use number D4. D4. Plus. Okay. Are you standing within my range as well?
Yes.
30.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
that's a +5.
okay. Numbers. That's a 24.
Oh, I was gonna say it's a 10.
Yeah. So, Jerome,
Yeah.
give me an Arcana check, please.
Oh. You think I'll be good at these?
You would hope.
11.
Okay. You know that the mace is ancient. That's all you really know. You know what it does, and you know that the mace itself is ancient.
Okay.
Also, you find one more item on what's her name? Robbie.
Mm-hmm.
The other amulet is
Right.
an amulet of protection +2, which gives you a +3 though for wisdom saving throws.
Plus 3 wisdom. Okay. Right, yo. I've noted most of this down and written it on various items. I'm just gonna pocket the protection from good amulet.
Okay.
And everything else I'm leaving out on the table.
Okay. And you find, like 7 gold, 3 silver total on these acolytes.
Okie dokie. When we like find the mace, I'm just gonna go like we've identified it. Go right. So we got the boots. We know that. We got a nice ring of protection. If anyone wants it. We've got an amulet which adds some protection and some boosting to those, to make you a little bit more wiser in one sense. This gaudy monstrosity from the depths of hell, it does some nice stuff. However, it's old, and I think we should study this. Because,
To what
it's-
end?
Well, one, I would strongly suggest no one touch it. Right?
I have Mage Hand touch it.
You are the worst, Frederick.
All right.
It's
Right.
all he knows.
No. Frederick is that's a good plan. We only touch it with mage hands. Or with
Little
gloves.
experiment. Let's see what it does if it reacts in a Mage Hand, like touching it and poking like the mace.
Is the
bit.
mage hand an extension of the mage that wields it?
Yeah.
There's the mage. There's
It's
the
a
mage
spell.
hand.
It's
This
a
is a
material
spell.
thing that you control as a spell.
Yeah.
It's not considered.
Do you
No,
control it with your mind?
Yes, I do. pretty sure.
Don't do it.
When you touch
Don't
it with
do
the
it,
mage
brethren.
hand, nothing happens.
Okay.
That's right. I can move this right now, so it's fine. But I would not suggest anyone else touch it.
No touchy.
And so yeah.
Yeah. I'd say probably the best thing we can do is just board up, have somebody just watching the items just in case, some fuckery magic pulls them away, and just to make sure we don't have any surprise halflings show up and fuck us up again.
Bertie's going to go over to Kaladin and kind of... Cal, do you keeping Bride hurt on these? I'm going to go fix us all some dinner. Clean up in the kitchen. Okay.
Thanks, Birdie.
And-
I got it here. Thank you.
All right. And then she's going to, set her shield and everything else aside. And then she finds herself on the apron and she gets to cooking.
I love it. I love it so much.
Okay.
After Jerome's just going to make a mental note after identifying the items and doing all this, he's got a plan for later if we don't get answers from the head. That is the mental note.
Well, we'll have to wait for tomorrow to talk to the head, but yes.
Right, I will do something tonight then. Later.
Okay. Just as long as you keep
And
an eye on
we-
those items and...
Just remember, we are needed in Greyhawk post haste.
We can
Yes.
do. I
Right,
think.
called up
I,
from the
think
get-
I think though, we do need some sleep though, Birdie.
Oh yes, we need. Yes,
yeah.
we need sleep. We need we need to find out what's going on. But we may want to go to bed early and get up early, so that we don't lose too much
Yeah.
time.
Sure.
Kraken.
Let's get to that then.
Bernie, while you're cooking,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Robbie's dad comes back through the service entrance. Why are you behind the bar cooking and in here? Where's Robbie?
Oh,
Do you know
sir,
what? Do you know what Robbie was doing in the evenings? When you
Serving alcohol to the like you.
Oh, okay. I'd like to inside check this guy.
Bless
Go ahead.
his heart. Had no idea.
That's a 26.
You read him like a book. He absolutely knows nothing.
The strange going ons with the hooded figures and that type of thing, with people disappearing and the strange symbols and the crops. I'm sorry, Robbie was a part of that, and
He
we had
tilts his
to
head.
stop
He's
her.
reacting poorly.
Yes, and she's kind of turned everything on to simmer, and I truly am sorry. And she's telling him all of this in halfling.
Yeah. So I'm going to roll a d20 here, Bertie. And the lower the roll, the more he distrusts what you're saying. Because it is his kid.
Right.
That's three. I need three of them. All right, here we go. You see, he just doesn't believe you. I've heard of the things that are going on, but Robbie? Oh, you're a
Yes.
liar. Why would you come and say
Why-
such things about my girl?
Why would I lie?
Well, you're strangers. You just arrived. Maybe you are the ones planting and killing and doing all these things. And he starts to back away from you.
I go pick up my shield.
Jerome,
And,
show him
Kaladin-
nothing.
Kaladin,
Right,
I need you. I
right.
need you in here, Kaladin. And
right,
I show
and I think
her,
it's only Birdie
show
in
him
there,
my
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I show
And
him my
he's scared
shield.
even more now that more people are starting to take notice. Like he thinks
Yeah,
this is going to be a gangbang.
Yeah, guys, Kaladin, I need your help here for a moment.
Of course, Birdie.
He didn't know, and he doesn't believe.
Picks up a
And
pen.
I
but
dress
he's
him back to
backing up.
Paladin, and I show him.
It's-
I show him the shield. I cannot lie about this. I'm sorry.
And he's going to roll an insight check as well, just to, feel. And he's still just doubtful. He's still. You can. I mean,
yeah.
it's his baby girl, right? It's his
Mhm.
his one. His unconditional love, his baby girl, and he still is in disbelief of what you're saying. And as you saw, he grabs a pan. And, he doesn't want to hit you, you can tell. But he just keeps backing up until he crashes into some of the dirty pans in the corner, which frightens him. And you can tell he's just scared to death right now.
Sir, I know this is hard to hear, so I'm just going to help things even out a little bit, if you don't mind. And I'm going to cast Calm Emotions, because it's time for some Fantasy Xanax.
Man,
I love your
Ryan and
fantasy, Xanax.
And that's why Birdie called Kaladin in.
Yep.
Oh, my
So
God.
this will... Well, he can make a charisma saving throw if he would like to resist, which I feel like
he
he might
will.
be frightened enough to try and do.
Yeah, he's scared. So any
Yeah.
magics he will attempt to thwart.
Sure.
He has no pluses. It's straight up.
Okay.
So he is going to fail.
Okay, so it just, technically it removes the charmed or frightened effects, but we've sort of just played it. It generally evens him out a little bit.
And I
I'm
think absolutely agree that's an appropriate spell here because you can tell he certainly is on edge. Like, not just on edge. He was absolutely getting ready to freak out.
Totally.
Yeah, and Birdie is she. In addition to it taking off her putting her shield and her weapon aside, she had taken off her armor at this point because you don't cook in armor. That's just silly.
Yeah,
That's
And so-
privilege.
he puts
what's
the pan
Callan- yeah.
down. He puts the
she
pan
set her shield
down,
aside.
and he's got two hands kind of just back on the counter. What is it? Do you mean? What? I don't understand. My baby girl, a part of all this? Not a
Yes.
chance.
That's what I thought as well, sir. We were all pretty surprised, and it all happened real quick, but the reality is she was up to some pretty nasty stuff. Now look, we can do a couple of things here for you, all right? The first and most important thing that I want you to understand is that we're here as friends of yours, and despite everything that's happened, we want to make sure that you're okay. So, the first thing is, do you believe us, sir? Because I can prove it to you if you need, but I'd rather sort of avoid any more magic tonight, because I know it can be a bit overwhelming. I know it's hard to take in, but do you think you can find your way to believe in us?
And just shaking his head, no. Just
Okay.
you've got.
Kaladin,
What proof do you have? What proof do you have to insinuate that my baby was a part of
Kaladin,
something
Yes,
like
Bert.
this?
can you cast Zone of Truth right now on me?
That's exactly what I was thinking, Birdie. So here's what
All
we're
right.
going to do, sir. Have you heard of a particular ability that those of us blessed by the gods have called Zone of Truth? Have you heard of this, sir?
I am aware. We
Okay.
we have
So
priests here.
So if you don't mind, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call down a Zone of Truth on this room. And if you would like, you can start us off by trying to tell a lie within the space so that you can be assured that I have in fact cast it on the room. Does that sound all right?
Yes, anything to get the incrimination away from my daughter. Absolutely.
Of course, absolutely. All right, so let's go ahead and start with that. So don't be alarmed. I'm gonna say a quick prayer and bring down that zone on us, which is what I do.
Okay. And he doesn't resist.
And so once it's done, I'll say, all right now, sir, why don't you go ahead and try and tell any kind of lie, big, small, irrelevant, important, whatever you like. Just try and go ahead and get something out.
So he tries to say, I've got 4 halflings tied up in my basement.
Good lie, sir.
And
I sort of wish you'd been able to say it because that's funny. All right.
yeah, but he can't get it out. And so he tries something else, like,
Mm-hmm.
and his eyes are growing large, like, oh.
It's a strange
Wait.
feeling, I know, sir.
This-
I know, it's
like,
odd.
It's like, whatever, the Jim Carrey when he was that lawyer.
Oh,
Like,
liar,
he
liar,
can't-
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean? Like,
yeah. Yeah.
So it's,
Uh,
he's convinced, you can tell.
all right.
He's-
Now, sir, I'm going to have Birdsong tell you once again, now that you know that we're in this zone of truth, I'm going to have Birdsong tell you exactly what happened, all right?
Just wait 1 second.
Of
And
course.
he walks past Birdsong
Uh-huh.
and tries to lie over there. And then he tries to lie over there. You know what I
Okay.
mean? He's
Absolutely, sir.
his shoulders droop. And he just
know,
kind
sir.
of sulks back to where he was. I believe in your magic.
Go ahead,
And he
Birdsong.
just sulks.
I try to say that I am a 6-foot Goliath, just to prove to him that I
Yes.
cannot tell a lie either.
I love that.
And I will say, Bertie, roll persuasion with a +5.
Okay. I have +11 naturally to that.
Girl,
Just give me your +11 then.
get it, girl.
Get it,
Yeah.
fam.
So that's a 25.
He's
I'm
convinced.
charismatic as fuck.
You can feel he is convinced, but sadly convinced.
Yeah, of course.
And she's, by the time she's finished, she's got her arms around him, and she's trying to comfort him. She's got tears flowing down her
And
face.
at the point where the realization that his baby girl has been turned by what is probably the most powerful devil of the 9 planes. He is
I don't mention
on his
specifics.
knees, crying, bawling,
Yeah.
no less.
Yeah,
The man is crushed. His baby girl, and you learn that's his only child. That is it. And his wife is gone.
So she's going to comfort him as best she can. She's going to tell Kaladin, dinner's mostly ready. If you want to, I'm going to take care of him for tonight.
Yep, I'll send this up and everybody, and just send him to bed. And I think tomorrow we'll have a chat with Robbie, and maybe we can see how he's feeling.
Yeah.
Maybe he can have a final goodbye with her.
And I ask him if, I'm calming him down, comforting him. Ask him if he's got anybody in town that he can stay with tonight, that kind of thing.
You learn that his name is Arkan.
Okay.
And Arkan, he does have a residence, but it's him by himself. Robbie was the only one. And, he tells you, even he strangely wondered why she never married. Why she never had a relationship. And she lived with him. She took care of him. And he is very distraught.
Yeah.
Doesn't know
Alright.
what to do. And, honestly, he's broken.
Okay.
He is
So-
broken at this point.
So he mentioned that they had priests in the town. So what she's
Yes.
going to do is, when he's able to stand, and I imagine she's probably fed him a glass or two of ale or whiskey or whatever, just to kind of, and when he can stand, she's going to walk with him to wherever their temple is,
Okay.
and take
Now
one
it's
of the.
about 1 a.m.
Yeah, so she'll take a priest aside. She's going to, whoever answers the door, she's going to say, I need to speak to the cleric or priest here. She'll explain what happens, is abbreviated as possible, away from Arcan as possible, and then say he should not be alone tonight. He needs to be watched. Somebody needs to care for this man.
I am Priest Sharver. What is
Father,
the story you are telling? We are aware of the happenings around here. Are you saying you
Yes,
have found the root?
I am. And dealt with it, yes.
Then I wish to accompany you right away and see
I-
for my own eyes.
I would ask instead that you stay and comfort this man, your parishioner, and care for him. And I will bring you, and I will come to you in the morning and show you and bring you to where you can see the evidence. But for tonight, he needs your help.
We've got people that will find acolytes that will take care of him. Bernie, if you truly want him to not go, you're going to have to roll persuasion again.
Okay. First, I want to insight check him to see why he wants to go.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Insight is 14.
Yeah, no, 14's good enough for you to understand. You're getting a vibe that he truly cares about the town, and that he wants the town to be free of this vermin, and he truly, if it's over, he wants to start. You can tell he wants to start a campaign of talking about it, but he doesn't want to sleep. I mean, you understand that people have gone missing for months.
Oh, yeah,
and he truly wants to see for himself that this thing could be done.
I understand, but we are still finishing up. And I give you my word, come morning, I will come retrieve you and show you and tell you everything that we have found. But I and my fellows need the rest of this night to take care of this. And he needs your help more than this. I ask you
You're going to
tonight
need to roll
believe.
persuasion. He's
All right.
persuasion. You need a 13, but because he's coming one way. Oh God.
That's a nat 20.
Yeah. No. Your words soothe Sharver as he agrees with you that Arcan is in dire need of comfort, company, and the word of God, which, just so you know, is one of the. I'm going to look up something really fast. Please forgive me.
What's the halfling gods?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking.
The goddess of the
Yeah.
I can't think of her name.
Averine.
Yeah.
So you are at the Church of Averine, and he does say, "We will give him the blessings of the words of Averine," and no doubt this will take more than just one night for Arcan. We know him well, and
And that's why
Robbie
I brought him
was-
to you. I will return in the morning. Thank you. And she's actually going to. How much does she have on her?
well,
She's going to make a donation of 10 gold to
Okay.
the church. Not
and
as payment,
and so
but just out of respect.
no, absolutely. And so as you make this donation, the priest, he just kind of walks up to you and puts his hand around your neck, your head, and he whispers a blessing upon you from Averine, saying, "You may be one of the chosen of our kind. Be blessed. Averine is with you. We cannot thank you enough for your help." And you feel blessed as perhaps he has cast a spell upon you. One of maybe you haven't felt before, but you feel not truly blessed, but more protected in some way, shape, or form. That if we had to write it down on paper, your AC goes up by 2 for a duration you don't know yet.
Thank you, Father. For your
You
blessing.
know this, you feel it's powerful. This spell is very powerful. That almost could be permanent. That it's an innate blessing that has been put upon you, Birdsong.
She's humbled and kind of quiet because she hasn't, since she was Fey Touch, she really hasn't had much to do with halflings. They've kind of like, oh, yeah, you're one of them. Okay. And avoid her.
But he told you. He knew. He could feel it. And he said, "You're one of us."
And so she thanks him and thank you.
And he just kind of leans forehead to forehead, touches you one time, and he turns and spins on his heel and takes Arkan into the church. Closes the door behind him. And you feel a sense of love and camaraderie at this point.
She kind of sighs, shoulders just droop. Watch over them. Strengthen them and their fields and their crops. All of you. And she's kind of Sylvanus and McMahon and all of the others. And then she turns back and just makes her way back to the inn, to the tavern. All right, so the priest is going to want to come with Arkan tomorrow to see the body and learn what we found. But for tonight, they'll watch over him.
Thank you for dealing with that, Gertie.
It's part of what we do.
That it is.
She just goes back to cleaning the kitchen. She ends up just not even eating. She's just going to clean up. Once the kitchen's clean, she's going to just find some place to curl up and sleep.
You guys have locked the doors. You guys have locked the doors, shuttered the windows, extinguished most of the candles, just the ones you need in order to clean and still see. And, I mean, quite honestly, you guys, with all of your spells and mage hands, have done a fantastic job of getting most of the blood. I mean, there's still going to be stains in some areas, but it looks like the normal wear and tear of what you would see. And so you guys have done a great job of cleaning up the entire tavern. There are bodies. Frederick, where did you put them?
I put them just all in like the nearest room up the top of the stairs. The
All
nearest
right,
empty
so
room.
okay, so the first room to the left are all about. How did you place said bodies in the room, if I may ask?
I just placed
Oh, God.
I just place them sort of like how you just have casualties up in trenches. They're just chest
You
up.
just put them side by side.
Yeah, I close each of their eyes and just close the door. Then yeah.
Okay.
Just,
So you have, you got Robbie and 4, right? 1, 2, 3. No, you have Robbie and 5 So there's 6 bodies in this room lined up. Is that correct?
Yes. If it's
All
all
right.
right with everyone, I would like to take... I'll sleep in this room for the evening, and I'll have something else up with me to just watch over the bodies, just to make sure nothing tries to swoop in and gets any bright ideas.
How about you leave the door open and you don't sleep there alone? How about we have somebody we take turns keeping watch?
Fair enough. We can definitely do that, but just in case, doesn't hurt to have something else, just an extra ears, and reach into the bag of tricks. Just throw out a charge. Let's see, D8.
Oh no.
Hey, you never know. Could be the mask.
Please not a meat
again.
eater. Please not a meat eater. Please not a meat eater.
It's a wait. Oh no, it's the owl. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, nice
Owl.
pickup.
Nice change of pace. What's first? You know the job. Just go to. I'd say if there's like an open, I'll just like take him on my arm and then just have him like placed on top of the building. And like, okay, now remember, anything goes wrong, you fly right back to me. Okay? He doesn't understand what I'm saying, so I'm just assuming he's just gonna try to follow the command and just go back
All
to
right.
the room.
Yeah. Okay, so once again, so the party, I mean, you guys have just gotten through, a huge fight. You've just gotten through a father that has lost the only thing he cares about. It's not a happy place right now. There's just a dark cloud over you, even though you've done the right thing. You feel for Arcan. And so in the night, nothing of note happens. I mean, even if you were expecting, the bodies to come back up and start running amok, nothing of any consequence happens during the evening. Jerome.
At some point during the evening, Jerome is going to go to a secluded area, get out his spell book,
All right.
and ritually cast Contact of a Plane.
Contact other plane. Okay.
Specifically, he's going to try and contact Asmodeus.
Indeed. I would like to look that up. So give me one moment. All right.
Just
there
you
it
just
is.
you just want to get all the party on your bad side, don't you? You're just gonna ring up the devil.
Yeah.
Well, Jerome, it was nice knowing you. Tim, I hope you have a backup.
I have backups just in case, but I mentally contact a demigod and spirit of a long dead sage or some other mysterious entity from the plane. I have to get a DC 15 intelligence saving throw. On a fail, I take 66 psychic damage and I'm insane until I finish a long rest. On a successful save, I can ask up to 5 questions.
Well,
Which can either be responded with yes, no, maybe, never, irrelevant, unclear, or a short phrase if you want a bit of clarity.
or as powerful as this archdevil is. Okay. Let's see. So you're casting a ritual. Does that require sound, a chant, or a...
It just says verbal. It didn't say anything else. Just verbal.
I'm going to assume it's not a completely whispered verbal, that there is a chant, just at normal voice range for this particular spell. I would like each and every one of you to roll a perception check.
Roll low, roll low, roll low, roll low, roll low, roll low.
Frederick, Bertie, and Cal. Oh, Bertie.
It's a 23
Cal,
for Birdie.
Your wish is my command. It's a 12 for Kaladin.
Let me roll
That's an 8 for Frederick, so I don't
Was-
see jack shit.
Is
All
Birdie
right.
asleep though?
and that's
Birdie.
a dirty 20 for Arna.
Bertie, not okay. So Frederick and Cal, they're good. They just kind of are in their own land. Bertie, not only do you wake up, but you recognize the incantation, the chanting, you realize Jerome is up to something. And whether that's so, in your mind, you're thinking, is he raising the dead? Is he contacting the dead? It's something about contacting someone gone from this plane. And whether it
She
means
goes.
dead or okay.
She's going to go over and she's going to nudge Kaladin, and she goes, "Jerome is doing something rather rash." And meanwhile, she's pulling on her armor, grabbing her shield and her flail. Arna is putting on her own armor and grabbing her mace of disruption, and we are going to find Jerome.
So it's more the armoring than the saying that Jerome is doing something untoward, which is,
Wait,
a
hang on,
David
hang on.
engine why.
Jerome, you're still
Quick
gonna get
question.
cast.
Well, that's the quick question. How long does it take to put armor on?
Yeah, to don and doff armor, I believe it is
Depends on the level of the armor, but yeah.
Yeah, I think it's about
plate,
5
it's
minutes.
like- plate is like 15. Chain and leather is like 5 to 10.
Let's
If I'm
see.
not, and I can look that up to you. Right?
Yeah, medium armor is 5 minutes, heavy armor is 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was off
So-
by
The spell takes.
Yeah, that was
the spell
pretty
takes-
close.
The spell takes 11 minutes to cast.
All right, yeah, it's going to take 5 minutes.
But you've got a 5-minute
Yeah.
head start on these guys, so you're
Okay.
you're gonna get
Yeah,
it. You're gonna get it off. You're gonna cast it.
Okay.
It's
I need
5
to make a
minutes for
saving throw.
Birdie and the 10 minutes for Arna.
It's 1 minute for Cal, because I apparently am wearing studded leather, which I did not remember, but apparently is a true statement. So,
That explains
So
all
it takes me-
about it.
That does explain
Yeah,
a lot.
right?
Leather vest. Yeah.
Basically.
All right.
You're a cleric. Armor up.
Look, my AC is 18, thank you very much.
I can't make
Yes.
saving. I'm a wizard. I'm a wizard who
I am
doesn't take
armored
mage
in
armor.
other ways.
There we go.
Jerome,
Yeah. I need to make
scene
my saving throw.
fade to you
I
as
need to make my
upstairs
saving
the rest of our heroes are obviously panicking that you're going to do something incredibly stupid. Jerome,
Okay,
so you officially cast a spell and you are seeking out the archdevil Asmodeus, who is probably, let's just not say probably, the most powerful entity of the 9 planes. And yet you seek him out. Your DC isn't going to be a 15 for psychic damage. It's
Oh, no,
going to be
that's-
what
was
is it?
It says DC as a spell. On a failure, I take the psychic damage, and I'm insane. If I'm successful,
You're a DC 15 intelligence saving throw.
yeah.
It's going to be 17, sir.
Okay. Okay. I rolled an 8 plus 10. It's a
All right,
success.
Well, yeah. What's the plus 10 coming from?
I get +1 on saves from my Cloak of Protection, proficiency, and I've
Right.
got an intelligence of +5. Wizards!
So that's 6. So you make the save, correct?
I make the save by 1.
All right. Just making sure.
Yeah?
All right, hold on.
I can ask up to 5 questions.
All right. And as you cast this spell,
Mm-hmm.
you see before you, not in any shimmering pose, not in a, show of just smoke and mirrors. You see before you a bearded man standing at about 6'8", muscular, handsome, brilliantly handsome. You've never seen, such an incredible figure. He appears to you in full form, not ethereal. You can't see through him. He looks like he's there. And he's got in his hand a scepter. And he looks at you. Puny one. You wish to rouse me from the 9 planes to answer your questions. Interesting. Do you know what I can do to you?
I am aware of what you can do. I am also aware of the confines of this spell. So, with that being said, are you Asmodeus?
In the flesh for you right now I am. Do you think your spell truly confines me? However, I am not against answering your questions, even though you have angered me greatly by taking one of my high priestess. But she's with me now, so maybe it's not a terrible trade.
News travels fast.
Well, that was going to be my second question, but you've already answered that for me, so... But what the hell, I want to be polite. How are you today?
A little miffed, perhaps, that you've sent my high priestess to me. Perhaps a little too soon. But there are others scattered throughout. Perhaps you'll find one of them as well. Or perhaps not just find them, but maybe they'll find you.
Well, that's to be expected, and I'm deeply sorry for that. However, the next question. Is the mace that you gave to Robbie, son of Arkan, actually from you?
That mace is as old as time. I'm sure you've seen. Look at it. I truly have taken that from the Isle of the Dead and created something great for my high priestess who has proven herself. It is no secret. And let me tell you, if you would like to use it, go right ahead. But soon it will be returned to me.
Okie dokie. Right, next question. Are you behind what's happening to the clerics of St. Cuthbert?
Oh, the questions. You seek answers to perhaps why good is fading in the Flanness, no? It's time, little Jerome. It's time to take the good away and turn the Flanness into a land of which my people will prosper. So am I behind? Who's behind this? Who's behind that? Maybe there's multiple people behind that are helping. But to say, do I have an active hand? Well, that depends on your question. Do I have little Cuthbert down in the Nine Hills? No, I do not. But is he perhaps somewhere where he cannot talk or communicate or... Well, that seems to be what you're trying to find, is it not?
That would be correct.
Best of luck to you.
I thank you. And I have one last question.
This has been entertaining. What is it,
Then-
little Jerome?
Would you make a deal with me at some point down the line?
Ooh. And deals are what I do.
No.
No deals.
You
Jerome, you're speaking my language now. If you have a deal now, I'd love to hear it.
Sadly, I am out of questions, and I cannot ask you any more questions at this time.
No.
But I'll
And
ask you.
See,
I'll ask you.
you see Asmodeus wave his scepter, and you feel almost a reversal of your spell. Almost as if the questions now from him are going to you. And
Oh,
you
fuck, I
need
didn't
to
realize
roll a saving throw of DC 17.
Intelligence?
Yeah, please.
21.
So you recognize what has happened, and you are not compelled to answer, but he has indeed reversed the spell. And he realizes that you are not under the control or the beguile of the spell. But I'll ask you anyways. If you would like to make a deal, I am here, but it better be good. For if you anger me, I will destroy you and anybody in your group and everybody you love. So, choose
Go ahead.
wisely on this you wish to make.
Well,
My God, what has taken Bertie and Arn and me so long?
You're down there. You guys jump down the stairs and you see not an apparition. It looks like it is the actual devil himself inside this tavern, floating about 6 inches off the ground. 6'7". The most handsome man you've ever seen in your entire life. Bulging muscles. Eyes that are gorgeous yet look evil. It's
There are so many
See, it's that
reasons.
evil look where you lost me.
yeah.
Yeah,
There
the
are
fact
so
that
many
he's kind of a
reasons that
devil
this
is
a
kind of
bad
turn-off.
idea, but Cal would see this and immediately scream out a prayer for banishment.
All right.
And, I mean,
what
Bertie
what kind
is...
of... Sorry, carry on.
Unfortunately, Cal, you cannot banish his. It truly is an apparition, but it looks solid. So your banishment spell doesn't banish this nothingness.
Interesting. That
I need
is
to
the
think about
end
it.
of my
If it
spell
were-
slots except for first level, so that's all I got, y'all.
Yeah. If it were truly he in person, we would roll that.
Yeah. Let's see.
So, quick question,
Jerome.
DM.
Yo,
Quick
Claudia,
question.
Please go ahead.
So, I just want to... So, if the spell's reversed,
but now not
Does-
effective if you saved.
yeah, is he asking me questions and can ask up to 5, or I am asking him questions up to 5?
No. Since the spell did not work,
Okay.
he chose not to ask.
Okay. Well, What kind of deal would you be interested in that's mutually
I cast heroism
beneficial?
on Paladin.
I'm sorry. Did you just say in front of all of us what kind of a deal would you be interested in?
Which is why I just cast heroism on Kaladin.
Uh-huh. Oh,
you're
I am
being-
going to... Go ahead.
You are not going to
Right,
go
you get
powers
5 temporary
here.
hit points.
Oh shit, what's happening? What?
Jerome, your
Yeah?
people panic for no reason. You're not going to need your swords and your armor and your puny spells. I'm not here to destroy you or annihilate you yet. Fear not. At least for now.
Okay.
Jerome, as any true devil, I'd want your soul.
Calvin's gonna cast command on Jerome.
Yes.
What do you
Gonna say-
say?
She's gonna say, end the spell. And it's one word. It's one word. Shit.
Stop.
Stop. Yes. Cease.
Shut up.
The wisdom saving
Silence.
throw.
Shut up is a hyphenated
No, what I
word.
want him to do is actually what I want him to do is what's the one word command for this? I think it's dispel, right? I want him to end the spell because now
Okay.
that I've had a hot second, I sort of realize what's going on. So
Yeah. So, Jerome, please roll me a saving throw. What's he need?
17 wisdom.
And 17 wisdom.
7 plus 10. I've made it.
You son of a bitch.
So, Asmodeus
You are
starts.
literally making a deal with the devil.
Asmodeus is smiling and just kind of laughing. Look at all this incompetence here. You casting
Right?
spells.
No. Right. Let's have that first off. Let's be honest. Asmodeus, listen to me, boy. Right. They're not
Not
incompetent.
ever.
Listen.
Call me boy.
All right.
And the
Listen.
building
boy.
starts to tremble.
All right. My apologies. Just let's not say they're incompetent. They're going against the devil. Come on. Let's be fair.
The
Let's be
building
fair
is
here.
trembling even more.
Can at this
Right.
point Frederick just wake up from the building just shaking?
No, you guys are up. You're up. It's like a 6.0 right now in this bitch.
I go outside like in my underwear, just like, oh, holy shit! I pull out the bag and I'm just throwing something out. just seeing the fucking devil show up. Oh come on,
Asmodeus
meat eater,
points his scepter.
Oh, oh,
He
oh!
points his
shit.
scepter at Jerome.
Shit.
Your insolence is going to get you killed or be the ruin of you. I'll have no more of your childish talk and your disrespect.
Rufus comes out and he's going to just dogpile Jerome and just hold him down.
What,
You
is
guys-
Rufus the rat?
No, the bear, giant brown
Oh, bear.
bear.
Guys,
Throw him 30
furious.
feet.
Asmodeus with flame in his eyes now. There's flame in his eyes and he's pointing his scepter at Jerome. As if thinking about coming to this plane and materializing on this plane to take care of this insolent, puny person that is just disrespect him. You feel this. You feel it's so close to happening yet. Frederick, what did you conjure?
I conjured Rufus, the giant brown bear. I threw him as far as I could. I believe, let me double check, it's 20 to 30 feet.
If it's
Yeah.
30 feet, you can hit it.
All right, 20 feet, he uses movement and then just jumps onto Jerome and just, like, he's just holding him down, like, trying to, like, cover his mouth, anything, and stop what he's
Jerome.
doing.
Athletics saving throw, please.
Let me see what the bear do.
Acrobatics or athletics, whichever one.
Ooh, strength +4. So
Yeah,
let's
That's a
roll
13.
Let's see
Okay.
what the bear rolls.
Yep.
Oh, that's gonna be a dirty 20. So
Ooh.
yeah, you ain't jack.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
That
fine.
was my
Jerome, you
Mm-hmm.
have just been pinned to the ground. Your face is perilously next to the circle of which you've created for this ritual. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and Asmodeus takes his scepter and he just kind of waves it slowly past your face, and you feel this unimaginable power, knowing at any moment, if you were to cross that line with a flick of his wrist, he could annihilate you in his plane. But he laughs, and he stares at you all. You may have thwarted my dear Robbie, but you will not be able to save Cuthbert or anybody else. I now bid you good day, and Tiny Jerome, do not ever disrespect me again, or I will strike you from this plane, and then you can be with me. And he
Very
poops out of
well.
it. And Asmodeus is gone. There's a bear pinning Jerome to the ground. There's a hero having been cast. There's all sorts of magic being thrown around in this small space.
And Bernie,
And now
as Asmodeus was talking, she was just like,
You can see like Frederick in his underwear with like the rapier,
Yeah.
just like holding it confused, like, okay, somebody needs to fill me in. What the fuck did Jerome do this time? Because clearly the fucking never showed up.
And the whole building shook with anger.
I can
And now Asmodeus is gone. You guys are, I mean, I'm just gonna, you're in, remember rule set like 3.5 where you could have awe thrown against you from like a dragon or a god? Well, you're feeling that awe. Just the awe power of the immense power that this Asmodeus projected. And it almost paralyzed you all. Jerome.
I'm going to. Cal is going to run upstairs really quickly and grab Jerome's pack and come down and say, Frederick, let him up.
Yes. All
Let him up.
I'm gonna. I move Rufus a little bit off him, just so we can at least like see, hear, and talk to Kaladin. But he's still being held down.
Arnett's going to go up, check over the bodies to make sure that they aren't being reanimated, screwed with whatever.
God, good
Arnett's
call.
up at the bodies.
Good call.
They're
good
not.
call.
They're in the same space and spot.
Her mace of disruption is just glowing. But
No, it's all right, Frederick and Rufus. You can let him get up. He's going to need to.
All right. Okay. I just motion him off. You can stand now. But he.
I'm going to toss.
He's just-
Cal tosses Jerome's bag over to him. When you endanger me, I realize that it's because you can be a bit impulsive, but your heart's in the right place. But you just endangered this entire team, this entire town, this entire realm. And I can't trust you to get the job done without killing us all anymore. Cal's gonna turn around and walk upstairs.
Jerome takes out a page from his spellbook, writes down the information he just obtained, puts it down on the table, looks at Frederick. He goes, "You know where I am if you need me." And he walks off out the door.
I grab over the piece of paper he left and just take a quick glance and just pocket it for later.
So a rift in the party appears after Jerome summons the Archdevil Asmodeus, and Kaladin, finally having put up with a mage that transported himself into the middle of a goblin encampment that created a tidal
Miraculously, I
wave
had forgot about that.
that knocked people down the stairs and then summoned an archdevil. Kaladin had enough. So Kaladin found your stuff, and Jerome has decided to leave. Party, you see this happening. And as Jerome walks out the door, the only thing you can think of next is, we've got to get to Greyhawk.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we're going to end tonight, or today.
Woo!
Why did you
do all that shit? Literally
this-
making a deal with the devil is not what you
Mr. DM, sir, just to let
Yeah.
you know, Birdie is going to take a level of exhaustion because she's not going back to sleep. She's going to sit there on that bottom step of that stairwell in armor, her shield, and her flail, and she's not going back to sleep. So whatever few hours that she's had, which is not a long rest.
Understood.
And-
Thank you for telling me. So,
Yeah.
all right. So just, recap. We finished up here at the tavern where Asmodeus and some of his cult members tried to stop you from reaching or perhaps even completing your mission, unknowing that you even had this mission until now. Arcan has lost the only love of his life and is now wifeless, daughterless, and alone. And Arcan doesn't know what he's going to do. There are 5 dead bodies, including Robbie, but you now know that Robbie is in the 9 hells with Asmodeus. And then after casting the ritual spell, which actually brought Asmodeus into this plane, Kaladin has had enough, has given Jerome his goods, and Jerome has walked out the door, not to be seen for now. So with that, let's go ahead and go around the table, and on that somber note, tell us who you are, I guess, or just Kev, tell us what you're going to be doing here soon and next, and all those fun things I know you're up to.
Well, this is, for one thing, the second summer session I've had in a row today.
Right.
So, that TPK I told you about, it happened right before.
no!
I came.
Oh no!
Oh shit!
Oh yeah, first one.
No.
I was the last guy standing, and yeah, very surreal.
Aw.
But it was
Damn.
quite the
2
journey.
games in
And
a row. That's tough, guys.
yeah, but hey, we're not dead in this one, so at least not yet.
If those guys did not lose concentration, I think that's a whole different fight.
Oh yeah, for sure. But yeah, I'm Kevin QOVA. I'm a voice actor. I'm mainly on the Encounter Roleplay stream every other Friday, but you can find me on the Twitters talking about D&D stuff, new roles in the future, other performances, and the like. And yeah, just follow me there if you want to keep up to date with what's going on with me.
Cat,
I need a drink. Hi.
Girl.
I love you, Cat.
No. Same.
I'm Kat. I'm at Clerk of Court. I'm still processing. Birdie is just. It's been a lot, and the happy-go-lucky life, full of life and laughter, and I mean, her whole goal has always been just to bring a little bit of light, a little bit of laughter into people's lives, because the world is shit. And the world is shit, and she's not sure how she can smile again right now. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. It's wonderful. I'm at Clerk of Court. That's where you can find me on Twitter. That's where you can find me here bouncing around the different games on Twitch. Tomorrow, I will be on the Salty Suite as we are doing as part of a charity stream that they are running to help raise money for a family for a young girl who has cancer. So please come out and watch. Well, it'll be starting at 10 a.m. Eastern. We'll be finishing up at 10 p.m. Eastern. I will be playing at 1 p.m. Eastern in a cipher game that is really, it's different from anything I've ever played. And I think y'all are going to really like it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Cool. But we have a lot of good people coming out. I have seen what's on the giveaway list. And yeah, so come watch, come donate, come support, help out if you can. That's tomorrow, 10 a.m. on the Salty Suite here on Twitch. I'll be back again here on Monday for 40K, which is also depressing. Check my pin tweet. Check my pin tweet. It'll let you know where I'm at.
Some call you Tim.
Hello. Hi, I'm Tim, formerly known as the wizard named Jerome. Yeah. Well, I talked to Asmodeus, so that and I didn't die, so that's all good.
Yeah.
You can find me on all the interwebs and various social media stuffs at Anonmoth. It's gonna be a bit weird next couple of weeks. Normally you hear me tweeting about D&D. It's gonna be D&D and work stuff, and also my entire family are coming from the UK, so that should be more hilarious amusement. I won't be here next week because I've actually got work stuff happening all day, but you will be able to catch me next Friday evening on Variant Roles playing through the final level of Dungeon of the Mad Mage, where I think I'm playing my albino abjuration wizard named Alastair Rainmain, who is the Happy Scotsman, which I know is an idiot, which is not right, but yeah. But aside from that, I'll be around.
Okay, so meow. All right, Kaladin.
Hey everybody, I am Eugenio, also known as your friendly neighborhood dungeon master, DM Jazzy Hands. You can follow me on Twitter at DM Jazzy Hands. Woo! That was a thing that happened today, huh?
Wow.
You can find me here on Fridays, but also not next Friday, because I'll be in Mexico visiting family. So the two of us who have a bit of a schism will apparently play that out off camera. You can also generally find me on Sundays on the Gratuitous RP channel, DMing the fantastic Half-Rate Heroes. On Monday afternoons on the Greyhawk channel, DMing the Brenton Files, Monsters and Myths, a horror-based sort of D&D show. And on Monday nights on Variant Roles, playing in a 5e game set in Ravnica as Zan, the everyone's favorite Hexblade Warlock. What else? Also, I am the Dungeon Master for the actual play podcast, The Last Refuge. Check us out at DND Last Refuge on Twitter. In just, holy crap, 5 days' time, we're having our 2nd anniversary. We've been going for 2 years, haven't missed a week of release yet. And so we're going to have our 2nd anniversary live stream special event on Variant Roles next Wednesday from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. So come check it out. We're wrapping wrapping up a big storyline, so parts of it might be a little confusing. We're going to do our best to balance explaining what the hell's going on and also not giving away too many spoilers. But yeah, come check it out. Come hang out. We're doing a big old giveaway with products from Wormwood Gaming and some of our own merch and gift certificates and all kinds of stuff like that. So I'm super excited about it. Like I said, follow us on Twitter, DND Last Refuge, and come check us out on Wednesday.
And Eugenio, tell us about our sponsors.
Yes, of course. So a couple of things about sponsors for the channel. Fantasy Grounds, of course, is our virtual tabletop of choice. All of the roles that you saw us using tonight were using Fantasy Grounds, which you can try for free at fantasygrounds.com. You can also get all your miniatures from Wayland Games. Go to waylandgames.co.uk. Get yourself a huge range of D&D, Warhammer 40k, all kinds of stuff for 20% off. You can check out Tabletop Loot. They sell awesome dice. We occasionally give them away here on the channel. Tabletoploot.com. And this week it looks like we are also sponsored by Grimmer Space, a Starfinder-compatible horror RPG from Sean Astin of The Lord of the Rings. Grimmer Space is on Kickstarter with only a few days left in the campaign. I don't know when this copy was written, so it might have ended, but you should go check it out just in case it hasn't. Grimmer Space is Grimmer Space. Coming up next here on the channel in just a few moments' time is Assault on Justice, so hang around for that, support them, say hi, retweet their tweet, and all that good stuff.
All right, and I am your noob dungeon master, and again, these guys are the ones that make this whole thing work, and I love them to death. Doing a great job. My name is Kevin Hitt. I am a reporter for esports and gaming. So I'm an investigative reporter, and anybody that's a bad guy in the scene, I'm usually writing about them, trying to straighten them out. Other than that, I will say I have forgotten my own sponsor for every stream.
Oh no!
Thank you. Yeah, thank you to Asus ROG for sponsoring my studio. They are the ones that supplied the equipment to run my studio. So Asus ROG, thank you so much for all the equipment to run a great D&D stream. And so once again, Cass, thank you so much. You guys have been amazing again. Take this fight off screen next week, you two, and tell me how this works out.
Sure will.
Otherwise, I hope to see everybody again next Friday. And soon, we will be having giveaways on this very stream. Ranging from the what do you call that? The Arcana books that are special edition to special edition dice and even a Steam Deck. I'm going to be giving away those things on the channel coming up in the next 4 to 5 weeks. So I hope to see you guys here. Yeah, absolutely. So on that note, for the cast, I'm Kevin Hitt, and we can't wait to see you guys next week.
Yes, indeed. Bye, everybody.
Yeah. Bye.
So long,
Have a good one. Stay cool.
Yeah.